It's so satisfying when their head is gone and they no longer have it.
Yeah, then their body flops to the ground, and it's like, wow, that's only like 2 cents a shotgun shell.
Yeah, that's pretty efficient.
Yeah, I know.
I'm back.
BMW.
Hello.
Mad King.
Oh shit, it's Slumpy Bumper, the cheating bitch.
You caught me. Guilty as charged. Ha ha ha.
I don't know if you should be like happy about getting caught about that.
Getting caught was part of my plan.
It sounds like okay. Well, sorry. Where does the next step lead in your plan after getting caught? Just that one liner and then like you're done?
Molded
like-
by it.
Oh my god, he doesn't actually know the next line.
I actually don't know the next line.
Oh my god, there's a...
I'm totally blanking on it. I remember
Holy
the
shit,
scene,
he's
but
so
I'm blanking on the
stupid.
line.
The
I'm so
dude's
sad.
like, oh yeah, what's next in your plan? He goes, crashing this plane. It's, oh shit.
Right.
With no
just-
survivors. And as he's saying that, he breaks his handcuffs.
And then
For
he says
you.
something, he says
For
something
you.
on the plane. There needs to be a body in the wreckage, brother.
They expect one of us in the wreckage, brother. I know a little too many of Bane's lines.
I don't think you know enough.
No, I think he knows enough, but I think there's a
Hello?
he walks a fine line between knowing enough and not knowing too many.
It's good. It's a good middle ground.
Is everyone here?
Yes.
I'm about to finish up my game, but I will be here
I
soon
was
enough.
wondering what would break first.
Or your
That's not-
body.
Let's not stand on ceremony here, Mr. Wayne. Oh, he knows.
He knows. He knows. He knows. He knows.
How does he know?
He knows. He knows. He knows.
Batman comes back and for some reason spends the time getting a giant flaming bat signal up on the bridge, and he goes, "Impossible."
I put him
Only
down
he
there
could
in
have
that
put
hole
that there.
myself.
He put that there ahead of time.
Only he could have put that there.
That movie is a confusing timeline.
Could have been no one else.
Oh, he's Batman.
So,
Good at,
you came back
know.
to die with your city. No,
No.
I came back to stop you. What a shitty line.
Yeah.
My man had like months in prison to think up a good one-liner, and that was the best thing he could do.
He was too busy thinking about making it up that rope.
Yeah. There's a lot
There was no
else
rope.
going
He
on
had to
in
make it up
prison,
without
man.
the rope. You must make the climb as the child did. Without the rope. Oh! Dishy, dishy, basara,
Didn't he
basara,
have to,
dishy,
like-
dishy, basara, basara.
I swear I'm remembering like him like swinging on a rope to another part.
No, he was climbing with the rope the first couple times.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm remembering.
Yeah, but you can't make it up if you have the rope. It's too heavy. But if you don't have the rope, you can make the jump.
They have to calibrate the rope so it's specifically too heavy for each climber.
Not Kyron, it just works.
I like how Bane's just some guy down there. Not a
Yeah, Bane's
massive steroided.
Bane's literally
freak
just
of
a dude
nature.
in that movie. It's awesome. He's literally just a
Filled
dude, but
with-
he's like really strong.
Where did he
Whatever
get all the
fucking-
steroids in jail?
You know, I don't know.
My favorite part of that movie, though, or not my favorite part, one of the funniest parts of that movie is Batman's watching like a tape of like when Bane broke into the stock exchange, and I don't remember what it was. I saw a clip of it on YouTube, but Alfred comes in and starts like talking about Bane. He's like, "Look at his speed, look at his strength," and the top comment was like, "Damn, Alfred talking about Bane like he's an ESPN commentator." That shit had me rolling.
That's such a goofy plot line, by the way. Bane breaks into the stock market and is like, I'm gonna make Bruce Wayne lose all his money. And everyone's like, yes, this is legal. Bruce Wayne is poor.
Yep, it just happens overnight. He's now broke because Bane stole all his money.
I really enjoyed the final scene where Alfred's just looking at him.
No, okay. The final scene in Dark Knight Rises, that last like 5 minutes of that movie, legendary.
It's so good.
That trilogy, fantastic. Except for the fact where Blake's like, "Oh, try my legal name," and she's like, "Oh, I like that, Robin." Like, go to hell.
You should try your legal name.
Your government name.
You should really try using your government name sometime. Nah, I don't like it.
Hey, Jake, did you hear about that new superhero named Jake? I wonder who he is.
It's really gonna be tough to figure it out.
What if his real name is Bob?
What's really cool about his costume is he wears a mask, but his costume just has a picture of his own face on it.
Like the freaking spy mask, but it's just his own face.
I mean, the people poke fun at Batman's mask for people being able to maybe recognize him by like his chin or whatever, but Robin's mask?
Yeah.
It's
Let's be fair.
eyeshadow.
Let's be fair though. You don't need a disguise to fool people. There's
What
like,
about-
I mean,
isn't it like Dolly Parton
fucking-
came in like 4th in a Dolly Parton lookalike contest?
Yeah.
Imagine losing your own lookalike contest.
Superman's fucking
Should've tried
disguise
that.
is literally glasses. Glasses and just fucking everyday clothes. And nobody knows who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
It's true.
My dog is angry at me. Her ball disappeared. I didn't even touch it. And she's just looking at me with hate eyes.
Well, it's because you threatened her earlier to take it earlier.
I didn't do anything to it. Don't kill me! Oh, she found it.
I'll be.
I'm gonna grab some water real quick.
That's right. Walk away.
Is everybody here, by the way? We're still waiting on Reegle, right?
No, multiple
No,
people just
I'm
left.
here.
Hello,
But Theo,
hi.
yeah, I finished my show, but Theo is getting water, and other people are also
Okay.
doing other things.
I'm alive. She didn't kill me.
Not dead.
Ah!
Massive dub.
Bus.
Nope.
Bus.
I think he just died.
Oh, okay, let's not speak too soon.
She punched me.
But you're still
I
alive.
just mentioned, by the way,
Oh, what's
I'm
up?
mad at myself because I'm kind of hyped about the new Spider-Man movie.
What's the
Yeah.
new Spider-Man movie?
Well, so the problem is, Regal, it's like, it's a Marvel movie. So it's like, I watched the trailer and I'm like, damn, this is going to be a shitty Marvel movie.
Yeah.
But the problem is, in the movie, they have Willem Dafoe's laugh. And so,
Okay.
and so,
You gotta
like,
be hype.
I haven't seen it, but I've seen
And
like
the guy-
screenshots of
and the guy
Doctor
who played-
Strange.
the guy who played Doc Ock in
Oh, and
the
I've seen
original
that guy.
Tobey Maguire movie is coming back as Doc Ock.
Okay, that is kind of cool. Like, I'm down to just watch it just because of that. But fuck,
Right?
then.
It's like, I don't want to watch a Marvel movie. I'm so sick of them.
Yeah.
It's like a soap opera.
It's
I
really
don't
not
know if it's
though.
like a soap opera at
Marvel,
all.
no, Marvel movies have done irreversible damage to like all other genres, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Because now all of the writing and everything it's Marvelified, where none of the characters can go 5 minutes without making a wise crack. Like, please, you're literally fighting God. Now is not the time to be cracking one-liners.
Yeah.
It's always
mean,
time to be
I don't
cracking.
mind it in Marvel movies, but I do mind it when it appears outside of Marvel movies.
Yeah,
Because
well, so the thing is,
kind of
even
their
if
shtick.
the thing is in Marvel movies, at least like some of the time, it's like okay. Most of the time, it's like just like what like, you could take the line out and no one would care. The
Yeah.
movie would probably be better, but everywhere else it just doesn't fit. It's like please, no more,
Yeah. I
no
think
more
like Guardians of
Marveling.
the Galaxy, it fits like almost perfectly for like
Oh
the
no,
theme of the
that
movie.
movie it does
Yeah,
great
that
in that
movie.
movie because
Yeah,
like
that
that
movie.
movie's half comedy.
Yeah. But like then you go like Captain America Civil War and we're trying to explore this whole shit where they're like what morality superhero and then they crack one liners
Morality's
while fighting. Yeah.
morality superheroes, and then Hawkeye won't shut up about like making
Yeah.
jokes.
Oh, I've got a bow. I'm just a
And a
guy
dead
with a
wife.
bow.
No, are you kidding me? Hawkeye in that movie, he's literally just like turbo egoing the whole movie. He comes back and electrocutes Visions like, bro, I retired for 5 minutes and you guys are immediately killing each other. Nah, I still stand by. Hawkeye has the best win rate out of anybody.
Hawkeye's kind of sick. I'm a
Yeah.
fan.
No, Reegle. He's not in one movie. He's not in Infinity War and half the universe dies. He's in Endgame, everyone's alright. He's just
That's
he's
true.
built different. He's just cracked as fuck.
He is the global buff.
Fractured.
It's crazy how good he is. He just hard carries
Mm-hmm.
because he has a bow and doesn't do anything.
Yeah, but then they're like distracted. Like that guy has like a bow, and then they're dizzy.
No,
Or
I will say
lost.
this. He represents the bow gang well because they make him do way more than he should be able to do with just
Oh
a bow.
yeah, no, he definitely does cool things.
Like in Avengers, he's just
Name one
fucking
thing he does.
He's shooting.
He does the
Fucking-
no look shot, man. That shit's
He's
fucking cool as fuck. He
shooting
shoots 3 at a
the
time.
Bro, he literally
alien spaceships out with fucking basic ass arrows.
he
Yeah.
literally one-shot Scarlet Witch in the second Avengers movie. He just electrocution arrows her in melee range and goes,
It's like
not
how
getting me.
broken.
And it should be noted, at this point, she's already successfully 1v1 like the rest of the Avengers. And he's just like, get fucked.
Yeah, at least Scarlet Witch had her guard down. He's like, it's just got a bow. What is he gonna do?
What's he gonna do? Shoot me? I don't think so.
Oh, he shot me. No.
What are you
Just
gonna
can't
do?
happen.
Stab me? Man, moments before being stabbed.
Was there anyone else waiting on, or was it just Ham and Theo that had left at the time?
Zane got up to get something?
Oh, I'm back.
Oh shit! It's lit.
By the way, since I work in the morning, I might be piecing a bit early.
Coward. I'm just not going to be able to sleep tonight because I took a very long nap in the middle of the afternoon and woke up approximately 40 minutes ago.
Is that why we have
Oh.
morning voice?
Yes. That and because the glass of water I'm drinking is the first one I've had all day.
That is probably not ideal, but you know.
Well, I had a lot of
it's
alcohol, so that's like
Yeah.
nice and hydrated.
Yeah. Does not dehydrate you in the slightest. No, sir.
No, it's so fucked up because the reason I started drinking is because I was really thirsty.
That's fucked up.
my throat was so dry. I'm like, I just need some sort of liquid.
How broken is temporary relief?
They're rocking.
Oh gods, yeah. Good times.
I'm gonna pass the hell out after this because I didn't sleep at all last night.
Yo,
Oh
pause.
shit!
I slept 2 hours last night. That's why I needed a nap.
Yeah, I did acid last night and went to a rave. That was thing.
Let's go.
Let's go, Koi.
I was taking care of my one buddy, and I just kept thinking, like, man, Everyone probably thinks I'm so fucking gay for this guy right now because he's like all over me because he's fucking rolling on ecstasy. And I'm like, yeah, you're good, buddy, you're good. And he's fucking got his arms draped all over me. Like, all right, man, it's all good.
I'm very confused.
Theo, Koi
They
was
did drugs and had
yeah,
fun.
but they were like cool drugs.
Right.
Well, Theo's very
hate fun.
yeah.
We
Theo's
hate
anti-fun. See,
Yes, sir.
I'm a big hater with fun.
Ah.
So.
you'd get along with my brother. That's my joke. I always say Cal hates fun.
You know, that's been all of my family's joke about me forever, so I can relate.
Sag.
The clock on
Alright.
my wall is out of battery, and it's just finally, you know, how, like it ticks, but then it just like doesn't move because it's not enough power.
Yeah.
It stopped wiggling.
Time stop.
You fucking killed your clock.
Where's my entertainment now?
You watched it die.
Well, yeah, I look up at the clock all the time. It's really funny to me because it tries to move and it can't.
That's
Just sitting there watching it struggle.
Yeah, it's so
Just
funny.
sitting there menacingly.
I fucking put a new battery in this clock, and it's fucking done after 3 weeks. It's fucking had enough. It's a
jeez.
problem.
You just won't let it die.
Well, if I try to help it, then it just fucking does worse. So I'm just like, it just died. I think that's actually what just happened.
You know,
Yeah.
what if you took it off the wall and you just threw it on the floor? Like,
I
really
wouldn't do
made
that.
sure of it died.
I wouldn't do that, Ham. Come on.
Oh.
Alright, is everybody here?
I believe so.
Let's go
But
down the list.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Let's go down this list here. Jake,
Hello.
Kyron,
That's your dead cat, Lumpy. That was
Ham,
fun.
Hey.
Theo,
Hello.
Chase,
Aye.
Reegle,
hello.
Koi,
Hello.
Lumpy,
No.
Zane.
I
Perfect.
I think
All
Lumpy's
right.
not here. He said no.
Who wants to tell me what happened last time?
I don't, stuff.
Everyone is dead. Crab rape.
Everyone is
I
dead.
got a
Crab
lot of
rape.
people killed. That's
We
what
saved Squamch. Let's
We
go.
saved Squamch.
We
Yes, yes,
saved
yes. We
Squamch.
saved Squamch. A life, many lives for one life.
Let's not forget that we
Saving
lost.
Private Squamch.
Bam got captured in the process. So
We did.
it's that.
Rip Bam. So we are gonna start our little story. Actually, let me make sure what page are y'all on? Y'all on the map, great.
What page are we on? Turn to page 30 in your textbook.
You can turn to page 38.
Excuse me, page 30 has been ripped out of my textbook.
Well, you're gonna have to share with the neighbor.
But I didn't wear my mask
share
today.
with the neighbor.
Oh,
He
okay.
smells like old
I don't think they'd
Doritos.
let
What's
you in the
wrong with
building,
that?
Ham, if there wasn't a mask.
You didn't wear your good pair of underwear today, Ham?
No.
What the fuck are y'all children talking about? Shut the fuck up. All right,
Can't
we're gonna
share because
start.
he's got the
We're
smelly
gonna start
underwear
with the
on.
hero of last session, Lieutenant Anvil.
Dude, for real. Yeah.
What a guy. He spent 8 turns swimming around the water and then watched all of his friends die.
Yeah.
Covered me up. The Hydra said, I can't find him. Boom.
Can't find him. Explosion.
Oh God. Hold on. Now I have to think of something. Hold on. I have to make sure that I said something. Okay, go. Okay, so Lieutenant Anvil. After your encounter with the Hydra, you ran off. You hid away and weren't found by the Hydra. Unfortunately, you did notice as you were leaving, the Hydra ended up finding Korthas's body
Oops.
at some point. She's got to feed her baby. So, well, it's your mission to find everybody else. I hope, unless you, or would you be going in a different direction, actually, Lieutenant Anvil? Would you try to find the survivors, or fuck them?
I definitely take a long rest.
Okay.
That's step one. Step one is not be near death.
Step one is not be near death. Okay. All right. So you will begin your long rest. By the way, it is like still the middle of the night. By the way, you guys know this. Remember this? It's like like dawn will come in like a couple hours, maybe.
Well, Dawn can come and fuck off because I'm sleeping.
Jesus. Lieutenant Admiral has a big middle finger waiting for the sun. All right. Then we'll move over to, I have it here, Gwamsh and Dubtalk. You guys ran off in the same direction.
Yes.
Oh, we did.
Yes, you did. Oh yeah,
Yes,
you had
we-
left by this point. Yeah, you had left by this point. So you guys managed to escape, and you guys had fled. What are you guys? Are you guys also gonna take a long rest separated, or try to find people?
Rest long.
Just long
Yeah.
rest. Okay.
That one. I don't know if I'll be able to
Time.
sleep because I'm plagued by the death of my new friends, but I will try.
You will
I'm
be
sure-
resting, but
I'm sure you'll sleep it off. It's easy.
Well,
8 hours cures all wounds, including mental ones.
Including mental ones, baby. And then Romeo, what are you doing? You
Can't
ran off
fucking
in
Romeo.
in a completely different direction.
Oh god, Lumpy's gonna have to roll up new character. He's gonna get lost for another 20 years.
Where am I?
You're in a swamp.
Where are my friends?
He's
Uh,
gonna
Dead.
drown.
The direction you ran off in.
I actually left early last session. So what happened? We were
Yeah,
fighting
no.
the Hydra. I'm assuming it went out. It went okay.
No,
No. Okay is
I think I would say a couple party members died for no reason.
Yeah.
I would
I
say
don't know
the
what
bulk
you're
of the party
talking
members who
about.
died for no reason.
I was there with Bam till the end.
Chase
Bam's
literally
dead.
killed himself.
Chase.
Sam literally killed himself.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Kyra and I did everything in my power to not have him die, but then he still died. I was like,
Yeah.
God damn it.
I wasn't piloting him.
Yeah, I know.
cheated mine though.
True.
Um,
I didn't cheat mine. I just died, but my death was pretty reasonable. I was in a pretty shitty spot.
you got gunked. Oh. So God, we're in a little bit of a pickle, huh? All right.
We have
Conrad, are you
clearly
gonna take a
expected
long rest,
everyone.
or are you gonna wander in the swamp?
Where are
Me?
my friends?
Are you Romeo?
Oh.
Romeo Hot Rod?
I will try and find my friends.
You're gonna try to find your friends. Perfect. The first friend you would find.
God, he's just.
Now, for friends, do they have to consider you a friend, or that's just a you thing? Like, how does that work?
Acquaintance. We can just change it to acquaintance and call it a
Friend
day.
is character I recognize.
Okay.
You recognize the Hydra.
Yeah.
Hey, it's you.
Big friend.
You find yeah, actually, you find Angelmog.
Who?
Angelmog.
Friends.
Sleeping.
Yeah, is he sleeping? That's a good question.
He is not sleeping. He is he seems to be in a very defensive stance.
Hello. Let's find our friends.
He makes an X's with his arms.
Your ex-friends.
He's saying he's a member of the X-Men.
X.
Roll
what is-
roll
what
me
is that?
perception.
Perception?
Yeah.
Oh, natural
Oh,
20, 17, baby.
You notice it occurs to you, Hot Rod, and you notice, that Andromache usually comes with Artem.
Mm-hmm.
So at a
Perceptible.
closer investigation, you see Artem. He's in like he's underwater basically. There's like a bit of water near Andromache. He's underwater.
Oh. Oh no. That doesn't look too good. Can I pick him up, Endomar?
He will point a spear, one of his spear hands at you.
Me.
That's it. And he keeps making his little chittery noises. He sounds a little angry.
He's mauled.
Can I speak with animals at him?
It's not an animal.
He's a humanoid.
He is a humanoid.
Do you know where our friends went?
He just kind of cocks his head. He doesn't seem to understand this question.
Can you bring Autumn with me? Find friends?
He takes a defensive stance. He seems to ready to attack you if you get close.
I pull out a health potion and I point at Artem.
He's just still a defensive stance. He doesn't seem to let go of the defensive stance.
Please.
Angry chittering noises.
Come with me. I like you.
He cocks his head. He doesn't seem to understand this.
I look around for tracks for the rest of my friends.
They learned Hot Rod knows how to look for tracks.
Is tracks survival? Tracks is survival, right?
Yeah, it's usually survival.
I'm
Alright, roll me
proficient in that.
Yeah. Well, does Hot Rod have dark vision? Question the mark.
Nope, I'm a human.
Well, it is still nighttime. It is dark, and it is a swamp. Tracks not come and go.
All right.
There's many tracks, but
I
if they're
will
your
fall
friends,
asleep. Yeah, I will decide. You know what? I'm gonna start looking in the morning. I'm gonna fall asleep near my good friend Andrew Mock, and he will keep me safe.
how close are we talking about?
Oh, just where I am right now.
Oh, perfect, great. Incredible. All right, so you all get a long rest.
I won't. Why not?
He said you all get a long rest, not you won't.
Oh, sorry, I misheard.
You all get a long. Y'all get a long rest.
All y'all.
All
get a
y'all.
long rest.
Y'all is
You
gender
hear?
neutral.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
I said that to somebody at work today.
Oh, please don't.
Yeah, y'all come back now. How awful. Anyway, all right. So, waking up. Is everyone just looking for everyone? That's at Lieutenant Anvil, at Doom Talk, at Wamsh, at Heartrod.
If we all search for each other, are we just gonna all end up walking further away from each other?
We all just end up at the Hydra.
How
We're
we
smarter
do,
than this.
baby?
Okay. we will. Let's see. Okay. I'll just draw pictures. So, hot rod. Hot rod. You, in the middle of your sleep, towards, I would say like the sun has started to rise, almost fully out. You will be awoken by a flash of light and some thuds hitting the mud.
Mud thud.
Mud thuds.
I look about myself.
Yeah. Well, luckily they're not trying to hide from you. And with a little bit of light, you can make out the forms. It is one very disheveled, tired-looking Bam, and oh yeah, they're over here. And that.
Hello, friends. But be very quiet.
That.
Most of them are corpses.
These are corpses. Yeah, they're just on the floor. That's why they're that. That's
There we
why they're.
go.
Thank you.
What's all this noise then?
Their bodies hitting the floor.
Were they hovering until now? What do you mean?
Like they appear in a flash of light, and then you just hear thud as they. The single. I didn't say thuds. It's like multiple thuds, as in multiple bodies hitting the floor. That's it.
Autumn is sleeping.
Don't worry, everyone else is too.
Alright.
Oh my god! And
Are
then
you tired? Because I can keep watch if you want to sleep.
good. So while Bam looks very exhausted, we had already done this previously in the week. Bam will go over, and Adramok will let Bam pass.
What the fuck?
Get fucked.
Get absolutely nailed on. And listen, you weren't there for the RPs. It was already there. We had the session last week. And he'll pull Artem out of the water.
He's gonna shoot him!
What's wrong with you, Theo?
Look, he's already aiming the gun in his face!
Vengeance. Oh.
This is what you get for getting me killed.
Oh yeah. Reversal.
You still have access to the sea.
Yeah, you never took it away from me. I still have access to all of Kyron's stuff, actually. I could fuck with them all I like. But I don't, because I'm a good person. Oh, I just witnessed him get upgraded.
Yeah, he wasn't dead all along, guys.
Oh.
Tricked ya.
And now he stole them from me.
Yep. We have Artem. Artem awakens. For you, Hot Rod, you see he seems a little. He seems a little paler than usual. But other than that, he looks like the Artem you know.
Where am I?
I don't know.
Do you feel okay there, friend?
Felt better. But I suppose it's better to be alive.
Yeah, if you can call it that.
Why not?
Well, I see you've got some of the bodies. If we've found anyone else yet.
I have.
No, I
Sorry.
No, I was I'm not exactly sure what happened, but it seems I was given a second chance. Unlike our friends here.
Seems there's a few of those to go about. I suppose not everybody's got one in them.
Don't say it like that. It sounds like I favored people.
Yeah, thanks for the plot armor, God.
Y'all three weren't good enough.
He's got plot armor and plot walk past Andrew Mock. That's fucked up.
Bro, that's part of the plot armor. Come on now. He's got plot armor and plot aura.
God.
+3 to all plot within 10 feet around me.
Oh god, he's gonna shoot Andromach.
No, I'm just petting him with the gun.
And his safety's off.
That's how he likes it. Safety always off.
Are you getting off
Much
to the
like
danger of
Lieutenant Anvil.
Exactly.
Right. So at this point, you guys, or at least Hot Rod has not finished his long rest. Did y'all want to take a long rest with him?
Yes.
Cool off.
I would love to. I can barely stand up right now.
Who needs to stand up?
I have 4 levels of exhaustion.
Bro, go for 6.
Go
Be the
for
first.
6.
Be the first man to reach 7 levels of exhaustion.
You
Actually,
see each of these corpses? That was each 1 level. Well spent.
that'd be 3. Do you count as 1? You're not a corpse.
Well, 1 for the plot armor fee.
Oh, okay. Dang, all plot armor costs is 1 level of exhaustion.
Forever.
No, you gotta know how to sweet talk God.
Tell me I'm pretty.
That doesn't seem hard.
Pretty.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, I guess we're rested. I'm gonna
Alright.
try and find somewhere a little bit sheltered.
Oh yeah, I need to bring out. Hold on, I need another Google Doc open nowadays. Hold on. You don't die, do you?
No, it's just uncomfortable.
Okay. That's just you in general, Kyron. I'm talking about in game.
What are you talking about? Like
Art
the
imitates
sun or
life.
I got sunburnt today, which was fucked up because
You were
I did not
drunk at 1 p.m. What were you doing outside?
drinking.
Day
Hello?
drinking.
The fucked up part is I got sunburnt and the sun didn't even come out today.
Get absolutely bugged
Yeah,
up.
fucking
It was so cloudy the whole day. I don't know how I managed to still get sunburnt. Curse
The
my
white-
white person skin.
It
I
pretty
was
much
about to
goes
say the
through the
white
clouds.
feet.
You have powerful ginger genes deep in
Yeah,
your
I do
DNA.
actually. Yeah, I mean my dad's a ginger.
My condolences.
Wow. That's fucked up.
I know it is. I'm so sorry to hear that.
I just a fucking lobster. It's not that bad, but my arm is a little destroyed. Cooked.
Alright. So. Alright. So then you guys will have your little long rest a little bit later because you get started later. They did. So we'll go to Lieutenant Anvil. Lieutenant Anvil.
Lieutenant
You finish your long rest.
is gonna try and hunt down his friends.
Oh Jesus. Well, luckily,
Oh.
Hot Rod hasn't
Take
finished his
cover.
long rest yet, so you probably can take him out first pretty easily.
This man's got 4 level exhaustions. You can probably kill him next.
Artem's cool. He can live.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, Artem can talk to him.
Yeah, I could beg for mercy in the appropriate language.
True. Please, I have a wife and kids.
Bang! Executed. Mid
Take me
sentence.
to him. Where are they?
Alright. Lieutenant Anvil wrote me survival out here in the swamp.
I'm gonna
jungle.
quickly grab water.
A, B, C, D. Survival. 9.
Swamp's pretty tricky. Swamp is pretty tricky to maneuver around.
Now I can do the risky maneuver, which might attract both wanted and unwanted attention.
Oh yeah,
Fire your
what's
gun
that?
in the air.
A bird falls out of the sky. A rock falls out of the sky.
Damn, I did not know they had that little HP.
Me either.
I don't know. I'm joking. So you from where you are, Duptuck and Squamch. When you guys have woken up. You guys are kind of packing up your stuff and all that. You will hear a gunshot to the south.
What was that?
I have reason to believe it may be one of our friends possessing a gun, or the townsfolk that we were near have now assembled guns and have come after us, which I don't think is likely.
Seems pretty unlikely considering they were just enslaved. I don't know how much
Yeah.
energy they'd have for that.
Yeah, those things seem pretty complex.
Yeah. Think we should try to go find it, I guess?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, see who's alive.
Yeah. Start marching forward.
Yar.
Very good.
Eventually, after a couple minutes, you will end up running into Lieutenant Anvil.
Anvil, my dude.
I will wave, expecting no response.
I will stare blankly.
That is what I expect.
You don't know what a wave is? I feel like that's a universal.
No,
A wave doesn't translate to Draconic, actually.
And even if it did, it doesn't matter.
Symbol.
Is Anvil like capable of like licking his eye like the lizard to just show how little he cares or understands? It's just like
I don't care.
That you really don't care.
It's that I despise the situation.
I'll give him the traditional draconic greeting and snap my teeth at him 3 times.
Hell yeah.
I heard it. Oh.
Yeah, I'll just take a seat somewhere near and just start asking, "Hey, Squad, do you have any ideas what we should do next?"
Shit. No, I really don't. I'm just still laughing at him actually clicking his teeth.
Quabs canonically raised.
There's a lot of that going around.
Shit. All right. Let's see. Can we tell that he isn't well rested? Or like
He is very well rested, actually. It seems
Oh,
like
that's
he
right.
just took a long rest.
Yeah, that's right. Never mind. What
Yeah,
was
yeah.
I-
We also rested long way.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I don't even know what direction I would think to look in because what we ran east, he went south. I guess try to go west. I think that's southwest.
I would love to provide you with information, but I don't have any. But
I mean, we can't stand here.
Yeah, no, we can't stand here. But I also wasn't there, and I don't know where the fuck they went.
That's
so if
true.
But I don't know if my character would know. And if my character would know, I would say that way. And then,
Right.
You might have seen Hot Rod escape towards the east from where you guys are.
Wait, but we escaped from the east part of the map. How did that happen?
Or did I say
Sorry.
east? I'm sorry, west.
Yeah, because I mean, they ran that direction, and Hot Rod ran that direction. So I do not know how the hell he ended up to the east.
Yeah, no, we
Alright,
walked
alright.
actually really far to find
I
Lieutenant
meant I
Anvil.
really did mean Weast.
It's a big swamp.
East?
Wumbo.
Wees?
What kind of compass you're eating there, boy?
Uh,
You hear the thing he's chewing on? He's chewing on the compass. That's why he can't figure it out.
It's like a Dali compass.
Yeah,
But like a
no.
little frilly cloth thing.
That's a doily. If it's Salvador Dali.
He's talking about
Alright.
like melted clocks and shit.
let's what the fuck? Yeah. Let's try to go west. See if we can't find anybody. Like gesture to
Yeah.
Anvil and be like, "Yo, homie."
I have
Yeah.
a terrible. There's something terrible I want to do.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Say
Go for it.
Well, use your own judgment, but then do it if you feel you should.
Do it.
Don't use your judgment and then do it.
This way.
Dubnak will also try like he won't just blindly follow Lieutenant Anvil Hulk, and I will also try to. You know.
Anvil Hulk points in a direction and starts walking.
Nice.
May I roll survival, Leo?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Never mind. It doesn't fucking matter. Let's go.
Just to feel included, I will too.
Hell yeah.
Oh wow, we're great at this. All right, yeah, I guess I'm
Work,
following.
go work, everybody.
The question is, do we all point in the same direction? Because if we do, then we know that we're all wrong. If someone else if Dubadge points in a different direction, then one of us.
You know what? That's pretty close.
That was pretty
This is
close.
Theo. That's pretty close.
Yeah, you
Let's
dropped
let
the
it.
letter.
Let's let it slide.
All we did was
You
drop the
know,
letter.
I mean, Leo calls them dubstep, so I mean,
that is way worse.
That's true. Leo's the dungeon master.
I'm sorry, I thought it was a silent T.
Yeah.
Fuck.
How long will you guys be searching for allies?
I mean,
Um,
I just got a
what-
bird, so I've got at least a day of food.
Yeah.
And the rock too.
It's about like a little after afternoon, you said, or
No, it's like late morning.
oh, late morning.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm down to like search until at least the day ends, and
Yeah,
maybe try again tomorrow.
yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Cool.
Because I believe one of them has a return teleportation scroll, and
Who
that
did
sounds
carry?
like a
Actually,
hell.
wait, I didn't even forgot about that. Who's carrying the? Oh no.
One of these corpses.
I don't think I had it. I might have.
I
Though.
know I didn't.
I
have
feel
it.
like you had it though, Jake. That's the thing.
I don't think I did. Yeah, I didn't have it.
I thought you did because you asked the nice lady like how the fuck we're gonna get back.
Yeah, it was either you or
That's what I
Kyron
also
that asked
thought.
that
And
question.
she's like,
I
"Oh,
don't
all right."
have it.
Was it
All
Korthas
right.
then?
I thought I gave it to somebody else because I didn't want it.
Oh.
Instantly, we know one of the friggin' corpses has it.
Yeah, you blend up the corpses and then you find a scroll.
No.
Anyway, it'll take you guys a while to, with those rolls, it'll take you a little bit to find people. So we'll come back to this group. You guys managed to finish your long rest. Congratulations, Bam. You are at level 3 exhaustion. Congrats.
Incredible.
For you guys, it's about noonish one.
Noonish one.
Noonish one. Any plans?
Well, gentlemen, any of you particularly skilled trackers?
Not especially. I can try talking some birds.
I suppose that might actually be
My
helpful.
brother was just
Perhaps
killed.
they've seen.
Damn.
Okay. Can I talk to some birds, God?
Yeah, you can find some birds to
Can I
speak with.
ask them if they've seen any suspicious characters walking around lost in the swamp?
Tweet, tweet.
Oh my God, your brother died? That's
Yep.
horrible.
Tweet, tweet. No. He'll move his wing in the direction that it happened.
Oh my God. A bullet came from the sky? Did we fell in the well?
Wait, it went up and then arced back down? That's fucked up.
Yeah,
Look, Anvil's one hell of a shot. Not get it on the upwards motion, get it on the return.
The boomerang bullet.
All right, well, it seems like there's some kind of commotion going on in this direction, according to our little friend here.
They just tells you where the Hydra is.
Well, I suppose that's our best bet. Got a bit of a migraine. But let's get after him.
Right. I prefer to get out of here sooner than later. Find the rest of us.
We still gotta figure out something to do about that Hydra.
Round 2.
Wait, before y'all go off on your adventure, what are you gonna do with these three? Right back while you decide that.
Burial at sea. Just throw us into the swamp water.
Well, like, I was thinking I could, summon my horse and then plop them all on there. Or we could bury him right here. Call it
I
a
do
day.
have a bag of holding
Never.
if you want to take some of the 15,000 gold worth of clockwork I have in there out, you could probably fit some bodies.
The horse idea is
Bag
probably
of
fine.
holding.
Horse should be able to
Knows the location of.
carry all the bodies.
Yeah, just let me rifle through all the belongings of my dead friends first, real quick. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Give Bam some private time with these corpses.
This is a good methodology of income.
I got 10 platinum, 9 gold, and 99 silver. I'm rich.
Are y'all looting the bodies?
We're just laying it out there what we have. I have 1,326 gold.
I think we're just tying the bodies to a horse for now.
Okay.
You know, like putting them on there and tying them on. Not. I don't think we're.
Not
I don't
like
think
tying
they're-
it to the horse's
I don't think they're
leg.
dragging them to putting them to the bag and
The
just
corpse
watching
is
the
behind
bodies
them
just.
in the swamp.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking they were dragging the bodies behind the horse.
Just through all the fucking muck and grime of the swamp. Oh, they don't mind where they are.
I don't, like, if they would, they'd say something.
It's I don't know. No respect for the dead. Sorry.
No, they're like piled up
Given
on
the
top.
Situation, I think
You think what?
no respect to the dead is an unfair assessment of the situation.
If you were to drag them across just by tying it to the horse, that might be a little disrespectful still. Even
Like
regarding the
what about like
situation.
hog tying them?
They're all like laid down like sideways over the back of the horse.
Yeah, and that's what I figured. Yeah.
But
That's
now
fine.
who's eating cheek though? That's what I want to know.
No,
Someone's
they're
gonna
all
be
lying.
getting slam
No,
dunked
they're
by
all
the
lying
cheek.
down side by side.
So they're like draping across the horse, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You drape them. So one of them surely is gonna reach some cheek. Which one's getting concussed by the cheek?
It's a really long horse.
It's like a bus.
Damn. If you had to pick someone to be eating cheek, who is it?
The dice say it was Siricat.
Lucky Siricat.
Even in
I don't
death,
think I
they
would
get my
allow that.
name wrong.
Oh my god. All right. So in around 2-ish, we'll say around 2-ish, you guys run into each other finally. After a lot of running around in the swamp, you'll finally manage to meet each other. I don't know where to go. There. Squamch. Do tuck. Look at that. One big happy family.
Okay.
Wait, why did I just move over top of Squid? I'm squishing him. Hello.
Will from afar.
Hello, friends.
What's
Glad
happening?
to see you're still standing.
Same to
Who
you.
that? Who that?
Everyone on the map is with each other.
So, I got distracted by the Facebook.
No, no.
Oh no.
The Facebook.
As wonderful as the ambiance here is, what do you guys say we get the hell out of here and back into town?
Wait,
Yeah.
before that,
Unless
if
it's
I
crawling
may,
with goblins.
ouch. Can I, Squamch, like, will run up to Artem and, like, hug him just because he's excited he's alive because he thought he died. And be like, what the fuck? How are you here?
Pleasure to see you. I'm
He's
still
not a
sorting through
hugger.
the answers myself, but I'm glad to be walking, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you made it, however that happened. And then I'm done. There. That was it. That's all I had. Thanks.
He disappears from the plane of existence.
I'm gone forever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down as well to go back to town.
Yeah.
Well, you think all those goblins fucked off after we killed their boss, or they're just pissed off hanging around?
Probably pissed off hanging around. From what it seemed like, they have houses there and lives.
Well, the Hydra showed up. Maybe they all fucking ran away. Especially now the boss is gone.
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm sure we're strong enough to kick their asses if we need to, but otherwise,
Not me.
if you guys can't speak Goblin, I can. Maybe I can try to get them to leave.
Are y'all strong enough to kick the Hydra's ass, it appears?
Not the Hydra, but
Not the Hydra, the goblins that would be against us showing back up at town.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will at some point along the journey back to the town if we have started that, or if we haven't, ask if we plan to deal with this Hydra or tail between leg teleport back to the other place.
Well, that brings me to my next question. Do we still have any particular business in town?
Not that I'm aware of. I think we were told to kill the goblin, and then that was the rest of our instruction.
We mentioned some potentially dangerous artifacts around here.
Was there any sign of that in the in his building? Anvil, you were there, correct? Did you happen to see any well, suspicious looking items? Magical? Anything with a shrine? Anything out of place?
I don't remember if Squamp showed me the book.
Yeah.
I
Didn't you?
also don't remember because I'm pretty sure the book was on the right-hand side and I went straight to the bed.
Yeah, I think the book was shown to Callie and no one else, if I recall correctly. I may be.
Shoot, yeah, I showed Callie, and I think Callie took it.
Yeah, I think so. Well, while Bam was filling up her corpse, I mean, doing her final rest, he might have found something.
Well, I suppose we could do another search for the artifacts.
Nice,
Do we want to sneak in or try and negotiate as you suggested?
Before we head back to town, I think Allie might have taken something from that goblin's house that might be worth taking a look at. Because
yeah,
I remember telling her to grab it for a reason.
Well, I suppose we can take a look.
Search.
I searched the body.
Galley inventory drop.
Sit there.
Yeah, should we just get all of our inventories out here right now?
Yeah, probably.
Alright.
Do I need to like put it in the chat, or is Leo just gonna let you raid my corpse of a character sheet?
I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be iconic of them.
I just wanted to find that note that says they're mining for artifacts in the quarries.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Supposedly. or
Something like
I don't
that.
know.
We don't. Who knows what it says? Maybe Squamish does. But
Well, I also, I mean, she has a bunch of magic items too.
Yeah, that's what everyone that's a corpse should just put their corpses.
And she has Grimm's grimoire. You guys might want that.
Which you didn't use, by the way. Your friends were dying around you, and you went, short bow. Fuck you, Draggy.
What the fuck
Dude,
is
I'm not reading
Grimm's
the book for
grimoire?
Draggy.
the book that flips to a random fairy tale and
It's
does
the
shit.
deck of many things.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's my inventory. As you can see, I've got a scroll of pedigree. Very important. Actually, the homunculus crystal isn't there. That's gone.
Scroll of pedigree? Alright, I'm the noble now. Frickin' chump.
You can steal my signet ring too and really play the part.
He's the dog food maker
Carry
now.
on your will.
Oh wait, I don't have the. Oh. Why are your guys' inventory so tiny?
You have so much clockwork material.
We're not doing dick
We're just
sizing
gonna
over here. What are you
make
doing?
stuff.
Are y'all showing each other's inventory? What's happening?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
they're
showing
posted
inventory
in
of the
general.
corpses.
I'd
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
the 34 paper in bag, please.
It's in the bag.
Well,
What?
yeah, but no, he wants it out of the bag and in
Wait,
his
but what
hand.
about? We got a bunch of things in the bag, but then what about the water skin end bag?
I'm back.
Go
Oh,
for
should
it.
I
Yeah.
get a picture of my bag?
Bro,
in chat?
you're alive.
Dead?
Oh, no, I'm not. I thought I just got back and then I saw a whole bunch in chat and I was like, oh shit, the hot new trend.
We're just sharing our inventories.
No, these are the three people's These are the corpses. This is you looting the corpses and this appearing on your screen.
Oh,
Yoink.
I also have the wand of Stormhild in my pocket. It's just not in the bag. That
Hot
inventory.
Rod is definitely not rummaging through people's stuff. That's not his vibe.
I'm not
Wasteful.
seeing it. We might have to go back and get
Chase
it.
does have a teddy bear of courage.
He sure does.
I'm a big teddy
Yeah,
bear.
that gives you
guy.
advantage on saving throws against
Same.
getting scared.
Oh,
I
that's
cannot
adorable.
make
There's an
what the
attunement
fuck
slot.
those last 3 items are.
Or wait.
Brass brazier.
Yeah, you have advantage
Robe
on
of
saving throws
Summer.
and being frightened. And when you're frightened, you can still move towards the object of your fear.
Oh, that's so sick.
But it requires
That's
attunement.
really cool. Oh, that's cool.
What does entombment require? Just having it for a while? Or do you
For an
have to
hour.
like?
You need to sit with it for an hour, and you can only attune to 3 items.
I don't think I'm attuned to anything.
There you go.
What about your fucking mallet of destruction and death?
My Maul of Execution, aka Big Hammer.
Yeah.
Yes, is that
Is
attunement?
that attunement? Oh, it's just a magic weapon. Do those get attuned?
Let
Maybe I
me
got
see.
one.
A lot
I
of the
don't know.
times they can be attuned, yeah.
Some of them
Yeah.
can, yeah.
Let me see.
Oh, I also
look
have
back
the
at my
I don't think
sharpshooter
those ones were
headband.
The Mall of
It's on my
Execution
head.
was attunement. Yeah.
Oh my
Alright.
god, he's been using it
And
and
Lumpy's
cheating.
cheating. Oh my god.
I literally only have one. How is it?
Yeah, but you
He
use
thought
it.
he could get away with it.
He used it earlier than an hour after getting it. That damn
don't-
cheater.
Oh
I
my
don't know if he
God.
did that, 'cause I'm pretty sure we all said we're waiting an hour.
Well, it's actually an hour
so-
real time.
We all said that, Reegle.
Oh,
But well, he
so he-
off-screen murdered a bunch of orphans with it.
Damn.
Now, it could be argued that he wouldn't have needed the magical part to do that.
But he did crit, so it didn't
Yeah, he
matter.
executed them. It mattered.
I did crit them, so.
Well,
So
it
it does
wouldn't matter if it crits on a 20, but he crits on a 19. It mattered.
True.
Well, it triples the dice, but you wouldn't get
Oh,
that if you're
yeah.
not attuned to
Well,
it.
some of those orphans know level 3 spells, so watch out.
God, they're just as powerful as God.
Arguably more. They got fireball.
Here you go, everybody. Have 7 HP. Artem uses a
Careful
leaf
out
from his
there.
little flower thingy. 8 HP for everybody. Alright, alright. Now, be careful. Shut the fuck up, God.
Oh my god.
Have 7 hit points. This is the most I can do.
If you've fallen over, go fuck yourself.
Oh, you're unconscious? Screw you. Rot. It's like, what?
Wait, if she had the magic item that can do mass healing word the whole time, why couldn't she just do that instead of her own crappy healing?
Because she was egoing really hard for no reason.
Well, she didn't have an hour to attune to it, I guess.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Does it require attunement? I thought you could just pull them off.
No, it requires attunement. Heart of Spring.
Does it?
It has
Alright.
-A dash.
So do y'all loot these corpses, or y'all just starting later? What are y'all doing?
Well, like we're just
I think
looking for
we're
like,
just looking for the artifact right
Yeah.
now.
I didn't know.
I didn't find what I was looking.
You're looking for what now?
The artifact, the book that contains the artifact that the goblins were digging for.
Ah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Which
It doesn't
I
contain
did
the
not
artifact,
see
but like the
in
notes
any of
about
them.
it.
Yeah.
It would not be in mine or Jake's
Yeah.
inventory because we weren't there.
Yeah, it would
Correct.
just be Callis.
We were pogging.
We were murdering goblins who literally, the fucking entire green squad saw me cast one spell, it said kill him.
And they were right to do so.
Yeah, I thought we were hot shit during that part. It's like, yeah, this is easy. Little did I know.
I used half my spells.
I used like 1 spell, I guess. I died with so many spells available. But
I
all
used
my
both
spells were
charges
bad.
of the wand.
Yeah, I think the reason you weren't using any spells was because you were scared of acid leaking, right?
Well, also, none of my spells really were good for just aggression.
And
As mostly just saving slots to cast shield, but then he kept hitting me with like 26 hits.
what exactly was in the book that contained the artifact? 'Cause I can't say I remember.
So what I remember wasn't much. What I remember was on that desk there was notes and books talking about this special artifact. Leo named it, but I don't remember.
Disc of Aeon or something? Disc of something?
Yeah. And that's what they were allegedly mining for. And I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be really powerful or useful. So I don't want it falling into the hands of bad guys, but I don't know like how we get to it without also enslaving the village.
So
Wait, what? What kind of logic leap was that?
Behind this artifact is to make everyone keep digging. Also, they must not be paid for their digging in any way, shape, or form. They cannot be, for they are
What's
slaves.
we getting the money, you know?
Jesus Christ.
We must separate the worker from the means of production at all costs.
Anyway, the artifact was called the Astral Disk.
Yeah.
Wrote that down.
We should rebury it.
Well, it's presumably still buried. I
Put
think
all
they
the
found it.
put all the dirt back.
I don't know if they
That's
did
true.
find it. I think they're just
Yeah.
talking about like they were looking for it, and that's
Yeah,
what all the
that's the reason
quarry is
they were
for.
digging. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aside from, like ores and shit.
Well, like
Uh-huh.
burn the notes and fill the hole.
I feel like we could, probably take this back to the people that told us to kill this guy, and they might know something about it.
Oh, that's true. Wouldn't we have to go back to the town to get the notes though, since it's not on these corpses?
I think it is. It's
No,
just
it
a
is on the
different town.
corpses.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, because I do remember Chase just saying, "I'll take the book."
Isn't
Okay. Just not on it.
Yeah.
Cool.
well, I mean, I still kind of want to go to town and
Yeah, at
like,
least
scope,
see the
scope the
situation.
place out.
Yeah.
So like maybe we
Yeah.
roll up and like see inside and what's going on, if it's crawling with goblins or whatever. And then if
Mhm.
not, then maybe if it looks safe, then we can try to head in.
Yeah.
Right. Check in.
I think we still have to decide whether or not we're taking a sneaky approach to it or just walking up and trying to negotiate with Sir Squamch the Goblin.
That was weird, but I'm back.
Oh,
It seems like sneak up and like scope out the town from afar, and then decide our
then
further
go for
approach.
it. All right, sounds like a plan.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I just want to double check. Y'all are gonna go back to town, but watch it from afar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Are there any brave adventurer-looking types in town? Ahem, he said, looking at the camera.
As you guys watch from a distance, there seems to be one
And
brave
we're back.
adventurer. Welcome back, Theo. There is one brave adventure-looking type in the town.
We want the guy next to him.
Every time.
Aside from the brave adventurer type, does the town look like? What shit's going on? Like, are there still goblins everywhere, bossing the fucking
Frantic
people
goblins
around?
running around,
Yeah.
slaves being whipped.
Yeah.
So what it looks like at this point, at this
They
point,
busting
you
out
don't see
the-
any goblins,
Good.
around here. You don't see any goblins other than Squamch.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. You don't see any goblins, but what you do see is it seems that the adventurer is kind of guiding people towards the south part of town.
Oh.
And that's all you can kind of see from your position. It's just this adventure.
What race is this adventurer, if that matters?
Wait, what does he look like?
It matters.
Human?
He said,
It
"Ask
always
him like a
matters.
guy."
Would you like to
who
see what
does
they
not
look
matter.
like?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I just mean, like, where is he from? kind of
there.
thing. Where are you
Yeah,
from?
yeah. Yeah, if we had to put a country to where he came from,
Are you from Texas?
Enhance.
Or somewhere else?
Whoa!
Oh
That's
my
not-
god, it's a cat girl.
Yo, look
Oh.
at that sword!
Squamch starts trotting up all
Look, I love this
Related
sword!
question: can my character start here?
Huh?
No.
What, next to the cat girl?
Yeah.
Like, no, get away.
Put it away.
Look at that. Look at that.
That is a big
No, the
sword.
sword!
It's so small again.
I'm assuming.
Something strange is happening to me.
HR. I'm calling.
Hot Rod laughs in a 12.
I got 3 levels of exhaustion too much for this conversation. Hot Rod.
But then we didn't hear him go next. Oh, but it is fucked up that this adventurer is just telling them to go to the poor part of town. You guys are
Right.
still slaves.
It doesn't seem.
to the
No, it doesn't seem.
slums.
It does not seem like the slums. On further investigation, you see them that they're leading them out of town.
Okay. To the southern gates, not the southern part of town.
Yeah, sorry. Southern
Alright.
gates. The southern exit.
And then,
I don't know
and then
about
you
you
see this
guys.
character lock them all outside and take all
Right.
You just you see them being knelt down, shotgun behind their head.
Eggs over their faces.
You hear Crush 40 playing in the distance.
Oh shit.
Fucking Abu Ghraib, motherfucker.
Oh. I know I'm no bard and my charisma's real low, but can I try to flirt with her?
Well, we probably have to approach the speaking distance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
our
we're
off in
still
the
like,
distance.
yeah, we're kind of like
Okay,
on the
that's part of
mountains
the
around the
charm.
town.
I'll be like, hey, and fall on my face, you know? It'll be great. No, not really. All
Yeah,
right.
no, if town looks like there's people that are like trying to free the people, then I'm down to go in and try to help free the people as well.
Yeah. Oh shit.
And
Yeah. Well, it seems like things are pretty calm down there.
Yeah, I mean, they're not being like pursued, right? They're just kind
They're
of
not
walking.
being pursued. It seems like she's just like looking for stragglers and kind of guiding them out. Anybody who needs medical attention, things like that.
What's our objective in this town again?
we've completed it, but we're
Yeah.
slightly concerned because there is a dangerous artifact.
Where?
We don't know.
Somewhere in the quarry, presumably, but not like they had plans of getting it, and like
Did
so
they
there
know
was
its exact location when they started digging?
You know what the dangerous
no,
artifact is?
I
Is
don't
it
think
just
so.
somewhere underground on this planet?
What did they say? Well, like
They
did
know
the book-
around the area. They don't know the exact area. They don't know exactly where to dig, but they know roughly where to dig.
Yeah.
It's like Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Or like any archaeological site in reality as well.
No, it's like Raiders of the Lost Ark. Apparently.
Yeah, no, that's
They found it-
only
they
like
found it
that
with
and
the-
like nothing
It's like
else.
the beginning of the Mummy 2.
So who's the Nazis here then?
Us, for sure.
We just assassinated a local political figure for the vague gain of someone across the world.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
That ruler. was
Honestly,
also a-
that just makes us like the Yankees.
The CIA instead.
Yeah.
It's crazy how that goblin committed suicide by stabbing himself in the back of the neck.
With the dagger that isn't the one on his hip.
Yeah, well, yeah, multiple, no. They seem
Yeah,
nothing alike.
suicide. 2 shots to the back of the head. Open and shut case. Let's sprinkle some crack on him and get out of here.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Doob Talk will, if everyone is approaching, Doob Talk will approach and try to help all the people that like need medical attention.
Hot Rod's gonna go get herded out of the city.
Conga line.
Looks like everyone's going somewhere.
Hot Rod gets herded.
Oh, shit.
You do see a couple more adventurers pop in, by the way. She seemed to be the one that was going the farthest. There are 2 others.
When I die, I should make like 3 adventurers that you all encounter in the next town over, and you have to pick one.
Oh, that would be sick, actually.
Yeah.
Your party.
I still want to go up and try to flirt with that cat girl. I don't know, but that's.
Let's hear it.
Can we enhance the other 2?
One on the left and one on the right.
Middle.
These are very different art styles here.
Right.
Yeah.
By the way,
I'm
can you
gonna-
tell that I had to cut this picture because there was more stuff that I didn't need on the right side?
What is this?
What's over there?
What is this? On our
What
ankles?
is over there?
I have no idea. I just
They're
saw the picture.
anklets.
They're
Why,
anklets.
They're
why
like
are they
hula
so
hoops.
big?
It's called fashion, honey.
So every step,
How the
every
fuck do you
step
walk
she
with
does-
those on your fucking feet?
Damn, I'm
You
getting to
definitely
that.
can.
So she walks, and you know how you do like hula hoops? She does that just with her legs, keep them going at all times.
Goodness gracious. I wouldn't want to be behind her in line at all.
No.
She'd take too long.
Is she?
Hold on,
Is this
she's
one
just
complete with the
just that.
steak?
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey Leo, have you seen
Oh, yeah.
Anaconda, by the way? Starring J-Lo and Ice
We
Cube.
started. We already talked about this. We're not going back there.
Oh, I forgot if I'd
Hopefully.
asked you. It's a good movie.
I know. I told you
Yeah,
that.
you know what
And I
I
told you
said.
I watched it when I was 8 or 7.
You should watch it again.
No,
I think that's true.
No.
You don't think it's true that he watched it?
No, that he should
It?
watch it again.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's not true.
Wait, did we get any
I'm
hints on
actually
this
watched
one?
it
Gaslighting
It was just shorter.
All right. So yeah, they are helping guide the people.
Leo,
What's up?
do you want me to roll charisma before my flirt?
I need
or
to know
after?
what you say to them and see if
Hey.
it's worthy of
Okay.
being
Well,
charismatic.
See if you
I'm
get a
gonna
roll.
type
Lose
it
it.
out for effect. Okay.
If you do a good job, you might get advantage.
Yeah, I need to know.
All
I
I
need to
know
know how
is-
smooth is a smooth talking.
My character would never walk anywhere near this. The dead one or the new one.
Hey, baby, are you a slave? Because there's a lot of them around here, or something.
Smooth, just like fine
Damn,
butter.
so smooth.
Hey, do you
Like
charm
fine
snakes?
butter, baby.
Do you charm snakes? Because that one looks really obedient.
All right. How's that?
All right. I really like that one.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
That's nice and subtle.
She just kind of looks at you, and she'll bring her sword up to your neck.
Oh, yes.
This is what we've been waiting for.
This is who you guys saved. This is how you 3 die.
A worthy death.
Absolutely.
True wingman over here. Dying for
Warrior
pussy.
Princess, what can I do for you?
What are you talking about? What do you want?
You?
I have no time for games. We're busy. Are you helping or no?
Anything for you. Tell me what to do.
Go help the wounded if you can.
Okay.
I shall point off towards like closer to the southern gate.
Okay. I'll hobble there as fast as goblins can.
I want to ask her if she knows about like the garrison or like all the people that were here, the slavers, the goblins and stuff, and she knows what happens to them.
She kind of looks at you. Are you also adventurers?
Yeah, unfortunately.
It is not unfortunate. It is good profession. And you asked about the slavers. All the goblins are either dead or have fled. But we need to get all these people out of here. There is a large army coming this way.
Well, not all the goblins yet.
Yeah, no, there's still that one, but he seems pretty chill.
An army
An
coming this
army.
way.
Yes.
An army of what?
Army of madness. Coming from this direction.
Sorry, I assume you pinged the north, or oh,
Coming
in that
from
direction.
Over there.
Ah,
The West.
The West.
Yeah.
Your other West.
Your other beast.
There's no way these people could survive here, so we are taking them back home.
Kind of like mutter to our friends, like, should we tell her about the artifact? Like, if there's an army of darkness coming here, that seems like something pretty dangerous that to be leaving around.
What artifact?
Dude talk at this point is over with Squam medicaling.
Medicaling.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm very good at medicaling, for I know the technical terms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because. Oh, wow. That's my worst medicine roll I can imagine. All right.
What?
What's the?
Oh,
Oh, Jesus
oh.
Christ. What's the English? There's an English
Quick,
saying about
Plug
like
the cut with a knife.
Nope. It's like something about pink glasses. What's it called?
Rose-colored glass.
Yeah, that. That's
Or rose
Squamch.
tinted.
That's Squamch right now.
Is
Yeah.
that
Can't practice medicine with the boner. Unlike
rose-colored glasses was
Isn't it related to dating? Or like not dating, but like if you're like
No, I thought
you
it was
goo goo gaga into
nostalgia.
It's
something?
nostalgia.
It just
It's
means like
nostalgia.
You
you're
look at
looking back
something-
on something like more favorably than it should.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily
Interesting.
nostalgia. It's just you're
you
looking at
don't
something
see
with
the
positive
flaws of
lens.
something.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, that could be.
So
Well-
it can be nostalgia, but
Yeah, I mean, you can use it on anything, but like generally, people just use
nostalgia
it
is
on
one of the big
nostalgia.
uses. Yeah.
Leo's like,
Ah.
time to go on a blind date. Give me my rose-colored glasses. Equip.
I'll make all the red flags look white.
Why is she surrendering? That's what I...
So Squamch and Doom Talk. Not doing so
Stop.
hot.
Yeah. No.
You guys just hear
It's-
people
it's-
screaming over at
it's
the
fine.
microphone.
I took you over.
Quick, Squamch,
The lady with the snake will walk over. You do not seem to be doing very good. Do you need some assistance?
That would be more than appreciated. Yes.
Come, Pirica. And the snake will come off her arm and kind of wrap itself around, gently around one of the patient's arms and begin to glow. And you see as the wounds disappear. See, isn't that much better when we work together?
That
Yeah,
gets
much.
Squanch's brain hard. Oh no.
Which is-
So the real reason Squamch left the fucking dank wood is to find some.
Yeah. No, he didn't tell us, but he's just fucking. He's horny. That's what we.
He wouldn't
Aren't we all?
I appreciate the assistance.
All the people who live there
what
are
your
disgusting
names?
goblins.
Dupe talk. Yawns.
Squanch.
Ubtak and Squamch, it is a pleasure to meet you. I am Venapri, and this is Prika.
I assume Prika's snake.
Yeah, Prika's the snake.
Can you say that without the accent so I know what you're saying?
She said, "Fuck you," and whatever you're saying.
No, not Squam saying that. Me. I don't know what you're saying. Prika. Okay. Cool. Thanks.
Venapri is her. Prika's the snake.
Nice.
Where are these people headed? Do we have a destination in mind, or are we just fleeing?
Are you asking her?
Yes.
Oh. We are taking these people back to our home, back all the way in Barak.
How far is that in terms of travel?
Oh, fuck. That's far.
1, 2. Oh, diagonals are fake. Hold on. Jesus fucking
Oh,
Christ.
oh.
In this world, canonically, it's faster if you're like just going zigzagging bust on the sidelines.
You get more. No snapping. All right, so we do here. Finish the same. So then it's like, and then just bring it down. And then.
Dang, I can make there in 1 round.
Shut the fuck up. It's like 5 days. It's like 5 days. 5-day travel.
Damn.
Do you think you have the
How
rations
fast
to
is-
make the trip?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Do you guys think you have the rations to make the trip, or will you be needing assistance for this, or just?
We can always appreciate the assistance, but we have the power of our gods on our side.
Damn, their god's actually useful.
Yeah.
No,
They're not helping us, so therefore they're useful.
They're
They're
very
here for
useful.
+8 around.
If you
They,
if you
they
convert,
control
they're
the
just gonna
smoke,
be
create
shit.
food and water. They don't need us to go get a fucking artifact.
They just have heroes feast prepared at all times.
Yeah. The gods of the place we're working at. Please, we can't go to the temple. Please get us the artifact.
So, like, their gods, they probably could tell ahead of time, like, all right, you guys can go second to this city after those idiots come in, all fucking die, do all the hard work, and then you can show up
Right.
and pretend
Yeah,
like you're
yeah, yeah.
heroes.
You guys appear, and the guy's dead. And the Hydra, he's pretty full. He doesn't want to eat anyone anytime soon.
Hey Bam,
Wow.
we should cure some of these people.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mean those people on the horse,
Hmm?
but yeah, the other ones.
The sick people.
Sure.
I will give liberally from my pool of lay on hands to these people.
You should give like not liberally.
Maybe conservative.
Make them pay.
Make them pay. Communism.
No. The
Or
other one.
Podrick.
That's communism.
Yeah, the Kyrie got me. How much? Huh? What? This man is dying, Podrick. What do you mean, how much? How much will you pay me? Iconic of him, honestly.
Yeah.
I will try to talk to the rest of the people I'm here with, or the party, and see if our plans have changed in terms of assisting these folk.
I think so. Who moved over? I guess you, Lieutenant Animal seems to have moved over to help with the healing, and these two guns. The healing. I don't know what Artem's doing. Artem, what are you up to?
Yeah.
Well, we
I
were still kind
need-
of talking to the main person, but we shifted
Yeah.
focus on the scene.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm
Like I
focusing.
admit that.
I'm gonna focus on like diseases,
Okay.
because I literally never do that with lay on hands. So I want to do that with lay on hands. Is just
Alright.
cure some diseases.
I actually still want to talk to this girl. There's some
Yeah,
important
I was
business.
imagining I'd start walking over while you guys are still talking.
All right. So before all that, Artem, did you have any questions while they had been while they were having that scene with Venapri? What were you discussing over here?
are you aware of what they were digging here?
I have no idea what they were doing. I know that they were enslaving these people and that we had to come to try to help, but it seems that they were pretty much free when we found them.
Yes, well, things could have gone smoother, but
Was
at
that
least
your
they
doing?
have. In a way.
Very impressive indeed.
Well, we didn't get away without losing some of our own, I'm afraid. See
It
those
points at
bodies back there?
Horace. Points at Horace with fucking.
Do.
But,
They're not just taking a long nap, unfortunately.
I'm sorry to hear about your losses.
However, they were digging out some sort of artifact that it'd probably be best not to have fall into the king's hands. And I'm really losing that accent, huh?
An artifact, you say? Do you know what artifact they were looking for?
What did you say it was called again? The Astral Disk.
Yeah. Seems extremely dangerous. By the sounds of it.
I do not know too much about these artifacts, but my companion Kotoron, he knows a lot about magical items. But he is up towards the gates.
How long would you say we have before that army arrives?
I would say if they continue at the rate that we scouted them, that we would be here in 2 days.
How many are we talking?
Hundreds.
Just think if
Creatures I
they're
have never
too
seen
many.
before. Not just the common Midrath, but more powerful creatures.
Just think about how high their attack bonuses are going to be when there are hundreds of them.
They can only be so adjacent, man.
I start giving them reach so they can stack up around you.
They fucking noodle arms.
Think of the XP.
Even after killing all those hundreds of fucking minions, we still wouldn't be level 7.
It would have been level 7 if y'all killed the Hydra. That was my plan.
A flawless plan.
It was not a flawless plan. It was flawed. It was a plan. There was a plan in place.
Yeah, just like our plan was to fly on over to the fucking island on a log. Not a great plan, but a plan was in place.
Honestly, I thought Jake's plan was gonna work of just raising the log and then dropping it.
It was gonna take so many turns, though.
It would have, but I mean, what else? Oh my god. Yeah, honestly, that was gonna work. Okay. So what are y'all planning? Are you guys deciding?
Yeah, I will ask Artem and Bam, and I presumably would have already asked Swamp if we wanna try and help these people get back to their town.
Well, I believe we'd best talk to her companion about that disc.
Oh,
I
yeah.
agree. We
Right.
should
Disc time.
I'm keen to make it out of here quick, but I want to see about that disc first.
Well, you can find Kotoron at the gate, but I tell you, he is not the most pleasant person to have a conversation.
And why is that?
He thinks he knows everything. She rolls her eyes.
Well, for our sake, I hope he's right.
Likewise.
Yeah.
She shrugs
Kotoron.
and continues to go and herd people towards the gate.
On the way over, I will say, these guys seem to be traveling for about 5 days with this many people. I'm not so sure how that's gonna go. Back to their town. But I do realize we have other things to go along with.
Well, I mean, with the shape we're in, it might be better to stay in a group than whatever. Being alone.
Mhm.
Staying with others. Strength in numbers.
I mean, we do also have the option of just heading back and reporting what we've done.
And just fucking off. That's true.
Yeah, and I imagine at least the who gave us this mission again? I don't forget.
The
But
Queen,
the Queen.
Concordia.
Alright, okay. Maybe the Queen of Concordia has more information about this Astral Disk, and that is also something we can go over if this supposedly unpleasant man doesn't know much.
Unfortunately, we are somewhat time limited.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows how
Yeah.
long it would take them to create another teleportation scroll. I'm sure they don't have any on hand.
Yeah.
Why would they have useful items?
No, that would be absurd.
Fucking light.
The kingdom,
light
after all. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, we
they
can
can cast lightning bolt. Give me a break.
we can talk to this guy, and then we can make a dash like quick if we really need to with the scroll.
I agree that if we have no business here with the disc, we should stick with these people.
Likewise. Let's hope Squamp and Hot Rod agree.
I believe
Big.
Hot Rod will go wherever we go.
I like my friends.
I do believe we have a obligation to these people.
I don't know.
I don't believe we have an obligation, but we don't really have a different, more pressing option, it seems.
Mm-hmm. To the unpleasant gate man. Welcome back, Squamch. Never mind.
Shinx.
But we were just talking about how we think if we don't have disc pit, we follow these fucks.
That was actually the last thing I heard when I was walking back in. So cool.
Oh, hell yeah. All right.
Is there anything that Squamch needs to talk about, or is it just like, all right, cool, we're doing this?
Think of some more pickup lines, buddy.
Think of some more pickup lines as one. And also, there's this unpleasant guy at the gate that might know some shit about the Astral Disk.
Oh, okay.
This unpleasantness is very alleged from Catgirl, but I feel for you that may not be something to doubt.
Yeah, it might be that he just like harasses Catwoman on the regular, and like
Yeah, that could
if you're
be the
not a
case.
Catwoman, it's fine.
He's just like, yeah, he's regular. He feels the need to like just show all Catwoman how smart he is. He's just compelled.
Wait, hold on. Are we talking about Squamch or this other guy? Or
This
is
other
that
guy.
something I missed?
Well, okay, so we were.
It happens to be multi-purpose.
We were told
Cause,
by
like,
Cat
yeah.
Lady this other guy is unpleasant, but he may be able to help us.
Well, I'm gonna go fuck him up if he's messing with my princess. Like, what's going on? Just kidding. Almost. Now, since I'm still over here, do I know any of this yet, or do I need to wait
We're
for
walking
them?
over. We're walking over
Oh.
as we speak.
Cool.
We were just conversing while walking.
Okay, good deal. Good deal.
Incredible. All right, so you guys are gonna go talk to the unpleasant guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If like picking up Squamp is between us and the unpleasant guy, we'll just say,
Yeah.
"Hi."
It is him.
All right.
Now.
Hey, guys.
I thought you were gonna say something. No, guys. So there will be other moments, but this is for my dead players. If you wanted to be guards on this mission, you are more than happy to be guards on this mission to be introduced at this point. If not, keep waiting, and then I will. There is
That's
another
a
part.
shit job. I'm not taking that.
That's fine. You don't have to.
Like
That's
Lies
fine.
also not a guard.
That's
I
fine.
am a fisherman. Why would I do this?
That's fine. Oh my god.
Hey, I'm also a fisherman. Yo, what up? Oil weighted leather boots gang.
A burb?
I was gonna say, what is that?
That's the unpleasant guy.
Hello.
He seems to just kind of be counting. He has a notebook open. He just seems to be counting people.
Hey, you.
Take a tally of the
What's
new
your
slaves.
problem with the pretty lady?
What was that, Squamch?
I said, what's your problem with the pretty lady?
He seems to just be ignoring you as he just continues to count.
What a fuck. Anvil, do your thing, man.
Huh?
I do.
Did you say Anvil do your thing?
Yeah.
Shoot the
Wait,
bird.
you want me to shoot him?
Well, you don't even know that. You don't even know that. He doesn't even speak your language.
It's not even a child.
I mean, I heard my name at least.
You heard Andal, yeah.
And then he saw a bird. He made the connection. I mean, I don't think anyone saw that the bird died, right? Surely, Anvil. No,
It's
he
just,
picked up
yeah,
the bird.
it's just
instead.
Anvil.
Yeah. Well, he
Just
picked up the
Anvil,
bird
him,
and
and
said
God.
And the rock.
Yeah, I'm not referring to that. I'm just referring to him shooting things.
Oh, not in specific this bird. Okay.
Yes.
It seems like a tad bit of an intense reaction.
Yeah, especially since we came over here to talk to this guy, because he might
Yeah,
know
no, I
useful
feel like he
things.
might not be
Asking
able
for
to
help?
talking as much.
Okay, fine.
All right.
I'll go sit in the corner.
My apologies. What was
I
the
don't know
thing
you need to
again?
do that either.
I feel there's like a healthy middle ground
Horny
we
corner.
can
Somewhere
walk
in between
down.
encouraging Lieutenant April to shoot a man and hiding in a corner.
Yeah.
Not hiding, just since he's
Sulking.
Graham
What,
Sulking,
is
doesn't
yeah.
doesn't hiding in a corner and sleeping encourage Lieutenant Animal to shoot people? I thought he likes that.
He do be shooting people in their sleep though.
That was an accident.
So we think.
Allegedly.
I don't think, allegedly, I don't think Scramp knows that he caused that first shooting. That was
Yeah, no, I don't think many people know what caused that.
just.
I think we just awoke to the gunshot and no one brought up the fart.
Yeah.
Hidden technique.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, do you need anything?
We were hoping to speak to you about a artifact we believe may be in the area.
He kind of looks up to kind of count a little bit more. And how long will this take?
Hopefully not long.
Fine. He stops some of the people. Hold on just a second. All right, tell me, what do you need?
What do you know about something called the Astral Disk?
That Astral Disk? What do you need to know about it?
Whatever you are able to tell us, I suppose.
Oh, it was a great item of many powers. You were able to open portals to different places, become king of the world, blah, blah, blah. Lots of little myths here and there. But the idiots, the fools, think that it's here in Inkstead. And then there's no way, as my research perfectly concludes to.
And where is it that you suppose it is?
Well, you see, he will open up his bag and pull out a stack of like papers all bundled 2 times over. He pulls out a stack of papers and then he starts unfolding one of them, and it's like a map, right? And it's got a bunch of like marker and notes and this and that all over the place. So you see, it would have been here in Inkstead, created here, of course, by the many races that were here long, long ago. But instead, you see, about, I don't know, we'll say 500 centuries ago, this town was raided, taking some of the many, many, many artifacts that were taken here. And so I have concluded that that item, if it even exists, because it's such a myth at this point, it would be somewhere located on the Archipelago Islands over here on this area, as pirates were the ones that took it and were known to bury their treasure over there near Dropport. Any questions?
Okay. Well, as long as it's not here for that
Yeah,
dark
it's not here.
army
We're
of
just
darkness to
chilling.
pick up.
Could you go into a little more detail about what its powers supposedly were? Opening portals? What else?
The Astral Disk allowed you to control beings from other planes. This is the pure essence, the pure elementals of other planes. Some of the most powerful creatures are just pure water, fire, air, earth. I feel like I said one of those elements twice, but shut the fuck up.
Ah, fuck.
You didn't.
Did he?
I think I said wind and air.
Water. No, you said water, air.
Yeah, I
flame.
think you said water, air, fire, earth.
Interesting. I felt like I heard myself. Anyway, allows you to control just the pure essence of them. Someone like that could even, oh, I don't know, summon eldritch abominations from other planes, I suppose.
Seems oddly specific.
How confident are you that it is not here?
I'm not even confident it exists, let alone that it would be here in all places. It was created here, but that was millennia ago.
Fair.
What was the command for talking about oneself again?
Slash me.
Thanks.
Or /yen.
That's true. Either one works.
Wow. Also that.
Wonderful.
And can just anyone who got their hands on it control it?
He starts to kind of think. Let's see if I'll
Jesus,
hate
Theo.
He says to me, it would take someone with a good intent of magic to do something with it.
Intent
Fuck it,
of
put out my
magic.
water
No,
after-
no. What is intent of magic?
Well, they don't need to possess magic themselves, but they could have some sort of foci, some sort of alternative source of magic. It doesn't have to be from them. As
So
long as
a great source of magical energy of some sort.
Yes, precisely. Is Hot Rod here, by the way?
If we would have picked up
Hello.
Squamch, we would have picked up Hot Rod because I think they're at the same place.
Oh,
Because they're
then,
both very significant.
I'm glad one of you is paying attention. He'll kind of glance over at Hot Rod. Who just kind of has just a look on his face.
I did make a tad of a racist comment when he mentioned pirates. Aside from that, yeah, I'm definitely not paying attention.
I'll be honest, I don't know what's going on.
It's a great hot rod. We know.
Anything else? I would really like to get back to
know why
work.
we're still here.
We have a long
God.
trek ahead of us.
How big is this thing supposed to be?
Leo did not think of this question.
No, I mean I had a size, and I'm like, it's the size of my desk. Girl, nobody knows what your desk looks like. So,
Sounds like something he would say.
It's the size of an Ariana Grande poster.
is-
You might dig
that
out of
is
it.
untrue. We know what the size of your desk is.
You're right. It's the size of an Ariana. It's the size of an Ariana Grande poster. God is a woman perfume available now on iTunes.
Wait, this ruined my opinion of the Astral Disk. I was picturing like a frisbee the whole time.
Oh,
I was
about
thinking of
1 meter in
You're telling me
one
it's not a
radius of
frisbee?
1 meter, and about 2 inches thick. And then he will pull out like a kind of he'll go through all his notes and he'll pull out like a little graph. Not graph. I'm sorry. What's it called? Like a diagram. Diagram? I think that's the word. Diagram.
My man just did a forbidden technology where he said it was 1 meter long, but a couple inches.
1 meter in radius and then a couple inches thick. Yeah.
my man's just mixing and matching the units of measurement as he sees fit. It's about a liter tall.
Yeah, you do have like a picture of what it looks like, what it should look like.
Oh yeah.
Do we?
He took out diagram.
Yeah, the players don't, but our characters do.
Yeah. Doom Dog's pretty content with it. Like, alright, it's probably not here. Fucking millennia. That's a long time. Lit.
Yep. All right. Anything else? He seems very impatient at this point, tapping his foot.
Suppose that's all I can think of. Bam.
Perfect. That's all he needed. He only needed the smart one to say something. So he's back to counting. And also, nobody wanted an enhance of this guy. Everybody said flex that guy.
Nobody wants to
And then
what?
you didn't say anything.
I'll
so
be
alright,
honest.
I guess we're not getting an enhancement.
I assumed he had already been enhanced because I had zoned out for a second there, so I did a manual zoom in on the map. And
No, nobody said it yet, so I was like, I guess
No,
nobody says. Everybody
I
said
could
they
swear
heard
somebody did.
one bad comment about this guy and said, fuck him.
Is that a
enhanced.
magic card?
Look at his fucking pencil neck.
Oh god, it's the seal of Orichalcos.
Can you take that
He
from me?
looks like a dish.
Bird.
Well, birds are dicks, man. Except that one that reunited us that I don't know about. He seems cool.
What's your opinion on bird girls, though?
Not about it, but like maybe squamches. I don't know yet.
You have to see one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe ask this guy if he's got a sister.
I'm a little focused on this person at the moment, but maybe next time.
Ask her if she's got a sister too.
Oh yeah.
They really like that.
So I will ask Artem and Bam. So, thoughts, comments, concerns? I'm pretty convinced on it not being here, but how could
I'm
be swayed?
not convinced whatsoever. That was not much of an argument. I mean, if it is buried deep in the ground for whatever reason, how would they even have found it?
I don't know.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, he claims it's probably not here because pirates had previously
Taken it long
removed
ago.
many artifacts.
Right.
But if it was already hidden underground, it could well still be here.
That is fair.
It seems like a big risk to just leave and hope it's not here.
Yeah, but how well informed were the goblins that were looking for it in the first place?
That we do not know.
Can Squamch chime in? Can he overhear this?
Yeah, you are with us.
Y'all are like team huddled football
Yeah.
style.
That's what I thought. Well, I totally agree. It could still be underground if it was there at one point, and judging from that desk, which I still think we might learn something from going back. They at least had a lot of information available to them. I don't know how well they used it. But then I'm also down for just leaving, assuming my queen goes. But
Well, we still have a short time before we'll absolutely need to leave, so
Yeah.
we could
So-
look around a little bit
Head
if we're
back
quick
to
about it.
Goblin Place. Look. Yeah, because there was also that safe house that he had that we didn't look too far into, right?
oh shit, that's right. I mean, oh darn, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So are we heading back to where the goblin was? Try to find more information there? Let's see what they knew.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Do we want to split up between the safe house and the main house, or just?
Well, the main house has a very convenient way of getting to the safe house, so I just go main house first and then fall down.
No, that makes sense. I forgot about that. Yep. Okay.
Time.
Well, okay. My roommate was talking to me. What did you guys decide? in
Uh,
terms of-
Go back to the goblin's mansion or big house. Try to see if there's shit there, and then go to safe house and see if they know more.
If there's any information we can find, because we're not totally convinced about what this guy's telling us.
You're going back to the
The mansion?
The
Or whatever.
goblin that was remarkably underwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
The information from Bird Brain seemed lackluster.
All right. So you guys get over there. I don't know how. Are all of y'all going?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's other than they're just gonna chill.
Yeah.
We
I
have
don't
to go
exactly have a choice.
then.
Yeah,
Alright.
how sick would it be if one of the new characters can scry?
Lucky. All right. So you guys make it to the mansion. I mean, there's no more guards. You guys can really just walk in.
Oh wait, shit!
It's
I just
crazy how
remembered.
everything we
what?
did last session was in vain because the random NPC just showed up and wiped the place.
Yeah.
No, they all ran away because we wiped the place out, and the
Yeah.
Hydra showed up. Yeah,
Mhm.
it was all us.
Yeah.
Just.
Sorry, what's up,
Hmm?
Zane?
Oh, sorry. I just remembered that. I don't know if it was the book or the notes, but some of the writings were in a language that neither myself or
Oh,
Callie could
yeah.
translate. I don't
Yeah.
know.
If it was like,
Okay, well let's go. Rifle through his documents and
Mhm.
stuff.
I think it was
Yeah.
just like top floor, bedroom, desk.
Yep. All right.
So, instant transmission up there.
All right. Can y'all? So you'll find the note. So I need to throw out your languages, please. The people that are actually here. I don't know who fucking Kachao Emmys is.
Kerchow.
That's Kyron's formless body.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Um. Hold on.
Didn't you say that this wasn't like Dwarven last time?
It is in Dwarven, yeah.
Wow.
It's in Dwarven.
Wow, we're tough.
I was like, why didn't I let Squamch learn? I was like, because I don't think he knew how to write because he was from the forest.
Yeah.
If you only have Goblin as a language, and Goblin only has a language, but their version of a script is Dwarvish.
Oh, is it?
Oh
Yeah.
no. I'm dead.
Crab rave.
And I have the ink pin that lets me cast it immediately.
Wait, hold on. I'm confused now. If the goblin writing is the same as dwarven writing, shouldn't I be able to understand it?
Well, it's like the same that
Well, do you know how to
English and
read?
French are both in like
I,
the same scripture, but
I would
very
like to
interesting.
think that I can read if I'm capable of writing. I don't know.
I don't know. Are you capable of writing? Because as far as I know, your character is some guy from the woods.
No, but like what Regal's saying is also relevant. Like English and French use the same script, but they're different
Oh,
languages.
I see. No, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah. I didn't. I was talking over him. I'm sorry. I didn't.
No, it's
It's
all
all
good.
right. It's all right.
No, you should honestly. It's very
Yeah.
rare that Regal says something.
Damn, did y'all know that the primordial right is the language? They also just write in Dwarvish. What?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Interesting.
Dwarves
Cool.
learn from genies. That's a well-known trope.
Dwarvish is actually like the most common scripture. What?
Well, what? They fucking learned it from rocks or something, which is primordial.
Dwarves, ogre giants, gnomes, goblinoids, orcs, and elementals all write in Dwarvish. Interesting. Very nice.
Interesting.
Interesting. So anyway,
Cool.
there's that paper, and nobody seems to know, seems to read Dwarvish.
I guess we can, just steal all these for now until we have someone that does.
That can translate, yeah.
And then, have so the information doesn't fall into any unsavory hands.
Right. Especially the ones with pretty pictures referring to discs.
And can we go to the safe house as well that was there? If there's any information there.
There was no information to be seen there.
Ah, sad. But fun slide.
I'm sorry. I hope I misheard you. For some reason, I thought you said "come slide," and I'm like, what does that have to do with anything ever?
I'm sure there's some place where it's fitting, but I just said fun slide.
Thank God.
Well, if you think of a water slide and how much fluid you have to be running down it to keep it.
Anyway, what are y'all up to?
Yeah,
There are
if
dead
there's
players
nothing,
still to be introduced at some
if there's
point.
nothing in the safe house, go back to the fucking people and see if any of them know shit.
Can we as dead players keep declining when you're gonna no, we're good.
I mean, there's gonna be multiple. There is one where it's like you will be added to the party. There is one.
Kicking
But,
and screaming.
kicking
Don't
and-
back.
No, I don't
But
want to be a
but
part of
that's- But I will keep giving opportunities. If nobody takes them, then there will be the one where you can be forced into the party.
Wait, what's the opportunity? I missed it.
There isn't one right now, but he's saying he will be giving us more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't believe he could give us a guard one. What a lame.
That's the first one. Damn. I don't know, bitches.
I mean, that's what we started this campaign as.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
being a
but
guard's okay, but like, nah.
All right.
I don't even know how I got that job.
I didn't apply for that shit.
Bam just signed them up.
I don't think I was
And
hired.
Bam met him there. It was like, yeah,
I
Like,
think
come
he
with
took
me.
my pay and just signed me up for it.
No, you got paid, man.
No, I'm just kidding. I got paid. I still have a lot of money actually. I don't know what to do with it. You want it?
Hold on to it.
Hold on to it. Ice cream cones, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Many ice cream cones.
Thank you.
I imagine we go back to the other fuckers and ask if they can read Dwarvish.
To the
We ask if anybody here could read Dwarvish. Do any of the other characters know Dwarvish?
So
The
you
new
guys are gonna find the people.
Your brain.
The bird brain. Are you looking specifically for them four, or are you just asking some of the refugees?
Fuck it, if they know Dwarvish,
dwarf
then I'm down.
refugees?
Yeah,
There is a dwarf refugee, oddly enough.
Yeah, fuck it.
Oh.
Wow.
Yo, let's shake this guy down. Tell me what you know. Just
Teach
kidding.
me how to speak this language now.
Excuse me, sir. I'll offer to. Does he seem hurt? I'll offer to patch him up and make some conversation.
Nope, he's just waddling, taking his time.
Oh, well, he's waddling. He's waddling. You got a bum leg or what? You want me to?
No, he's just walking, man.
Squeeze him in the
He was just
glute to
walking.
make sure it's working.
What do you want? What do you want?
Hey there, friend. No, I don't say that.
Canonically. All right. What do you want?
Hey there, friend. Okay, no, I do say it.
It's not in the way
Just
you
in a
said it
different
before.
voice.
Can we trouble you to for some help here?
What do you need?
Do you know how to read Dwarvish, sir? We have some documents here, important documents that
Is kind of like looking at you like you stupid.
doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah, I don't want to be caught racial profiling, man. Come on.
Again, I don't want to be caught racial profiling again. I'm trying to keep the racism on the down low.
Who was the first person you racially profiled?
Squamsh?
Oh yeah, you did say goblin bitch.
It's to it by now. I also don't like goblins, so it's cool.
Okay. I'll read it.
Thank you.
I'll take this little thing.
Yeah, I'll give him like a couple gold and plop it in his hand for his troubles.
Thanks. Starts reading. And by him reading and me trying to find it in my fucking Google Doc all the time.
He's in his mind palace trying to think about how to speak Dwarvish.
I'm trying to find it in my mind palace and it's not in the Google Doc, which means it's in the notebook, which means, hold on just a second.
More of a mind crack house than a palace.
You know that think of you know Yugi. Yugi had that like the stairs everywhere. Think that,
Crazy
but a little
stairs?
gayer. But a little gayer.
Okay.
I mean
Like with glory holes in there.
the sheer suggestion that you don't have like a mind circus is
You're such a fucking clown guy, and I hate you so much. Every morning
the
I wake
clown?
up with you dead. And then I have to
What the
remember you're
fuck?
still alive.
tragic, man.
Pot, kettle.
Unsafe workplace, calling HR.
Oh my god.
Can I take this time to go back and find my cat girl while you guys are talking to this work?
Yeah, we can get some more
If
cat
you
girl
so
flirting.
desire, go for
Some
it.
zingers.
I will not hold you back. I will just look at you and then just turn back. Pretend not to see it.
Hello, princess. What are you?
Are you actually
my
shouting
God.
this? Alright, then.
What?
Are you actually shouting this?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, well.
It's romance.
Give
Learn it,
me
slave.
a perception. See if you
Yeah,
can
you should
find her.
just said, "Where art thou?" Come on, almost had
Where
it.
art thou, my boo?
You just walk up and
what do you
give her
think?
random items until she likes you.
Yeah.
With the plot of Fire Emblem Three
Ooh.
Houses.
And you're like,
It's
books?
hard to see her in the sea of refugees.
I'm glad I haven't appreciated that one.
Her favorite item is this. Get her these.
Is this yours?
Oh, you don't like that item? I'm so sorry.
Why would that be mine? Why would that be mine? How'd you know that was mine?
The forbidden give them every item technique.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of things cat related, but aren't inherently racist against cat people.
Maybe
Oh
just
my
stray away
Maybe
from.
maybe just like a person.
You
Yeah.
just talk to him like a person.
Yeah.
No,
Oh no, I don't know how to
Wait.
talk to people.
By the way,
No.
just fun fact. This might break some hearts here. She's just wearing like she's not actually like a cat person. She's just wearing like these like she's like a furry.
You're definitely.
But the sword looks like this, right?
Yeah, the sword looks like that, like that.
Phew.
But her outfit is this is her outfit.
My heart is intact.
But her legs. Don't tell me that's her hair. Like
No,
human
that's
hair.
like no, that's
Fox?
like it's just on. It's like there's like long. It's like leg warmers.
You.
Well, clearly Scrampus' perception is low, so he'll keep thinking what he wants to think.
Incredible.
Um,
Chase is not for it. His heart is ruined.
I mean, you didn't introduce his character next to the cat girl, so he's just heartbroken immediately.
Yeah. I'll just keep scattering, looking, while hopefully a character might get introduced. I don't know. Maybe I'll find one of those instead. You never know.
I'm really laughing because Chase said BRB, but it's like as his character name, and so I saw that and I was like, "Oh, Kossop, that's the guy with the gun."
Catch the corpse.
Interior crocodile alligator.
Let's
Do we have
see.
the core translation?
Do I see her now?
My man's running around like a chicken with his head cut off.
Where is she?
She takes off the cat outfit.
Oh,
And he
someone
can't
beat me
find
to it.
Wait, what?
There's
I was
Rachel.
clicking too loudly. I couldn't hear you.
Where is she? Oh god.
I just want to know. That way she can break my heart in person instead of God doing it.
Where's Harvey Dent?
Face. What have you done with Harvey and Scary Face? They've done nothing to you.
scary face?
Oh, you haven't seen that? It's the I'll show you it after the session. It's one of the funniest videos.
It's so good. What was it, College Gamer? He did a bunch of sketches about Batman.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
How you do that? You need 50 coins, and then 50 more. 50, 50. You're telling me this guy beat the Joker? Yeah, don't know how he did it.
Fucking slices apart people's necks as they're sleeping.
He's asleep.
For a very long
He's
time.
terrified of Roombas. As one should be.
Welcome back, Jace.
The riddle one. Is it helicopter? No, no. And he calls Lucius, and he tells him the riddle, and Lucius goes, "Is it helicopter?" And he goes, "That's what I said." At the end of the video, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's helicopter. He was just mad because I got it so fast. Damn, Leo has been typing up a storm.
Yeah,
I'm distressed.
I have to read my old handwriting, which is always unfortunate.
Crack house, man. It's a messy place.
Not a crack house, it's a crack home.
Man. My poor guy is simping hard over here. For
Yeah, I can
nothing.
see it sprinting around.
Okay. This isn't like the exact wording, but this is kind of like the gist of it. I fucked up my thing. Okay. What have I done? Close enough.
Julius?
What?
The Mad King Julius.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, Julius, you're the neighbor. Mr. Rogers.
Okay, well, that's concerning because, seems like he's on his way here right now.
Less in the light, he shine. Time to open up that Google Doc again. Fuck, where did it go?
Wait, did these people fucking work for fucking He Who Shines? Maybe.
Seems that way.
Man, maybe we should start working for that guy instead.
Seems like they're getting a lot more done.
Wasn't He Who Shines the fucking guy that, like, the people that they were helping with the terrorist attack?
Yeah. I don't think so, were they?
Oh.
They might have been, actually. I don't remember.
Because there's like the Trinity, and then they were like talking to some other like faith in the letter.
I also feel like there's no way He Who Shines isn't the source of the bad out of angels.
Yeah. Squamsh's heart is broken.
Oh yeah, we were going back to Squamsh. I forgot. I'm so
He's
sorry.
been destroyed. It's too late. It's too late. His heart broken. The time it took Leo to type. Look what you've done.
No. Well,
they'll meet again if fate wills it.
I have to kill her as soon as possible.
Well, as long as she's not a character.
So what are you guys gonna do?
I'm back.
Nice.
I will corpse alike.
Doing pretty good, Jake.
I'm so good at RP. It's crazy.
And can we get all these corpses in a bag holding? Actually, take the one of the bag of holding off the corpses and put the corpses inside the bag.
You can, yeah.
Dark, dude.
And just rotting up the place. Keep them nice.
Keeps them nice and cold.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I have work early.
Keep them for
tomorrow,
later, so when I have private
I
time.
am going.
All right.
Poor
Good
guy.
night.
Who do you want to
Sleep
take
well.
control, Lumpy?
Good night, Lumpy.
Someone dead. Surprise me.
Alright. One is
We should-
Ham. Two
No,
is
wait, Leo,
Jake,
hear me out, hear me out. We should
Okay.
do whoever has the closest mental stats to Hot Rod. All right, Ham, you're up.
I knew it. You
Damn.
fucking.
Damn. He's so good. You're the maniac. Oh
It
my
nailed
god.
it.
Get him. Ham is in. You're in. All right. Ham has now control. Okay. What are the rest of you doing? What is you guys' plan?
I'm just following along with whatever, very sadly. So
I don't know. I'd like to ask if these people know about He Who Shines or are, maybe not ask them directly if they're associated with him, but ask them if they know anything about him, kind of thing.
Sorry, do we know who Julius is?
Mad King.
Mad King Julius.
King. Okay.
Yeah, main antagonist.
Mad King with a capital K.
No, at this
he, like,
point,
move it?
it feels like there's like pretty much only antagonists. Like even the people we work for, low key, feel like antagonists because they're just so garbage.
Oh my god. Okay, so you want to ask who now? Who now what?
Probably the furry girl.
Yeah, if
Seems the
their
most
the
amenable.
adventure types are still there, then I think they take priority over refugees.
Yeah, they seem to be kind of gathered everybody almost at. Like they've started to spill out basically. They're starting their journey.
Oh. Okay.
They are moving out.
Yep.
So it is them and some guards to guard all the, to get these people all the way from here to here. It's 5 days, so we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So so who are you looking to talk to?
The furry lady one seemed pretty good.
Yeah,
One seems a
Probably
little sad.
the nicest to
Maybe he'll
talk
be
to.
happy.
This furry lady?
That one, yeah.
Alright. Alright, you find her. She's mostly towards the she takes sort of like the middle of the caravan style that they've got going on.
Mm-hmm.
She seems to be on the watch out.
Did we get like the note in writing, like what it translated to like common? From...
Yeah.
Okay. Then probably just ask her, right? Does this ring any bells whatsoever?
I don't want to like show her the note in case like they're with he who shines kind of
I
thing.
mean, surely then they would have known about the
All
artifact.
right.
Yeah,
I guess that's
then
true.
they
But it
would
just
know,
like
also.
seems suspicious to me that it's like, oh, we'll be sending some help to find the artifact soon. Then these fucking guys show up.
Right. But they did also, not that Squamch knows this, but they did also say that an army was coming. So like,
Yeah, but that's Julius. He's saying he has his eye on it, so you'll be seeing some resistance. Be careful out there. I presume that's what the army is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's true. But wait, I thought the army was bad guys, and if Julius is bad, then the resistance would be us.
Well, there's multiple resisting factions who are
Yeah, we
currently
are-
scrapping for
Mhm.
no particular reason.
If
Yeah,
you
they're
wanna
just
exercise
they're just
caution,
going
let me know.
hamburgers.
God wills it.
We've been told to come assassinate this motherfucker for absolutely no reason.
Yeah,
no
and then we're told we're allowed to plunder from these people what we want.
And then the third thing they told us was that there's slaves also.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you,
right.
if
just
you
like
care,
this.
you know.
Forgot I was applying logic to an illogical situation. So it
There you
works.
But no, if we don't want to show her the note, then I will I won't fucking go
Well,
against you.
just ask her about like hey, do you know anything about He Who Shines? Because yeah, just that.
Yeah.
Cause nothing.
That's what you're
For,
asking me to.
for no particular reason, we found nothing on that little adventure into town. Nope.
I've heard the religion, but not one I care about.
Could you tell us at the very
Oh,
least
that's
what
good.
you know?
That's good enough for me.
Yeah.
I think I remember Vanapri talking about them living towards the north, but that's all I know.
Okay, well, I'm willing to show her the note then. No.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm also willing to talk to Venepri.
And maybe we could talk to him about the note and be like, are you sure? Really, really sure it's not here? You freaking bird brain?
Well, Venepri is the snake lady.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is Venapri, yep.
She's
don't.
nice.
Venapri is, I think, the only one you know the name. I think you were told the name of this guy, but I don't think anybody remembered it.
I don't remember.
Does it start with a K?
K something.
It starts with a C.
Yeah.
Same sound.
It's K.
Okay, so you show her the note. Or no? Are we not showing her the note? What are you guys doing?
Yes.
What is happening?
I'm down to show her the note,
Yes.
and if she knows something,
okay.
talk to Venepri.
So this was pre-planned. I do not know who these. They sound very involved. These He Who Shines, but I do not know them. Maybe I do not know too much about the religions. It's more what Venapri.
Yeah, you mentioned Venepri. Yeah. Then onwards and
Okay.
forwards to the front or back of the caravan.
Venapri is towards the back of the caravan.
Didn't get to ask my princess what her name was.
Well, you can ask her. I think she might just ignore you and move on. But I'm not a mind reader.
Princess.
Oh, actually, before you guys leave, actually, she will ask you guys. Will you be joining us for the trek back?
Unclear.
Undecided yet.
I understand. We will hope to bring
We
you back to Brak. We have wonderful hospitality.
And that I'm sure we would appreciate. And we are, of course, not equipped to deal with an army, but if this thing really is here, we need to see what we might be able to do about it.
I understand. May Otorongo walk with you. Alright. And then Squamch, will you ask her?
Yes.
She kind of looks at you rather really. My name is Amatiki. Yours?
Sorry, I'm a TT.
You're not going out.
I'm Zane is asking. I'm a tiki. Okay. Thanks. I'm not worthy of telling you my name.
What?
Christ.
I suggest you find your courage, little one. She'll walk off.
No!
You little manlet.
Keep in mind, Squam's just 12, okay? Like,
I was not aware Squamch was 12.
in
Goblin.
human years. In goblin years, that's an adult. But, like 21-ish. But
You just flip the numbers, I see.
It's crazy how
Yeah.
she just called you short and then walked away.
yeah, no shit.
Just absolutely fucked on.
Guys, I play D&D to have fun, not to be reminded of my fucking failures in life.
Man.
Just kidding, that never happened because everyone thought I was gay last night.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
That was most of my life. It's fine.
So we gotta just said to let the caravan walk by, and then Venipri appears.
So she's she's towards the back of the caravan.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just stretch back here.
Hello.
Greetings.
It is good to see you again.
Likewise.
Dubtak.
Fine.
The fuck is messaging me? Fucking stop messaging me, you sluts. Alright. You seem troubled, yes?
Yes. We found further information on some artifacts of concern. Kind of just show her the note, because I assume at this point we trust these people. No.
I trust him,
Yeah, down as fuck. If we showed
but
one
you
of them,
know,
I don't
it's
see
not a
any reason.
high
Yeah.
bar to pass. So
Yeah,
Did you
That's
already?
fair.
You had talked about the artifact to her, right?
yeah.
Or no?
We spoke briefly about it. We
Okay.
said, I think we said something along the lines of artifact or we go.
Oh, that is very concerning. He who shines is, in my opinion, not a very bright religion. They tend to
ironic.
only care about what they think and not listen to what others have to say.
Your friend mentioned that they're located north of Ingstead. Can you speak further of that?
I would not say directly to the north. They are located on the island of Kalambar. Yeah, that island right there.
Ah,
Hey. What's a shorter walk than bro?
well, I imagine it's a shorter walk, and then the water gets in the way, and it becomes a little bit of a longer walk.
That's true. That's true.
Not unless you have a log.
I was thinking Pirates of the Caribbean, just tip the boat over. Walk
If
on the
it is
bottom.
not too much to ask, where did you find these?
In the quarters of the goblin that was enslaving the people of Ingston.
I see. Did you find anything else that would suggest that they are working with the Goblin God?
No. But this is the first I'm hearing of the goblin god. Is this the He Who Shines?
I know, the Goblin God is Grivix.
Yeah. What
Well,
she said, guys.
I think my compatriot may be able to speak more of this.
Wait, what?
You, goblin that is good with religion, apparently.
Can I have Leo speak on my behalf through me?
Sure,
God, tell us of the goblin god, please.
the Goblin God is one of the evil gods of this world.
Racist.
Yeah, very racist. No, he's mostly just greedy. He just likes having things, whether he needs them or not. It's very centered about him. And he does influence not the world, but he does influence things directly. More confrontational than the other gods. So no, not just 7 hit points. He goes for the 120 hit points.
Nah.
Sounds like he's a bit above our pay grade.
Definitely above our pay grade, but I think we're more concerned about who he's helping, not him.
But for them, it's kind of more of like a pyramid scheme. Kind of like, if you're a shitty, like, like there's the worker goblins, and then they go up, and it just kind of funnels back all to him.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's like a trickle up.
Yeah. But knowing their religions, I do not think they would work with He Who Shines.
Conspiracy afoot.
Do we know that the goblin in charge of Ingstead was working with Goblin God, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Something strange is going on here.
I can think of one thing at the very least. Maybe they just stole this note from some other fucks, like how we stole it from them. Perhaps dwarves of some kind.
So there's another fourth party that's also looking for the artifact. Oh my god.
What was it called? Like, this is
MacGuffin?
Wacky Race?
Oh, Wacky Race. Yeah, no, if it doesn't seem like they're working together, then something's afoot, and I am not sure what.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask her? Or anything?
Nothing that comes up to mind immediately, but Artem, Bam, Swamp, she was infatuated.
Is there anywhere we could contact the witches?
Are you asking her?
Kind of asking the group.
Oh, okay.
What witches?
Is there? I don't know. I'm not too good with that type of stuff.
Do
no,
I know what these
I
witches
think
are?
we were
Yeah,
the people.
the witches of Hecate that we like work for.
Yeah, I think it was most. Yeah.
Doesn't one of the corpses have a teleportation ring that would let you go back to?
Well, it's a scroll, and if we go back, we won't be able to go back here unless they give us more shit. And it's like we don't know if they have more shit, so do as much as we can here before we go back.
Given how they run things, I assume they only had the one. So
Yeah, I feel like they might have given us more if they had more. You know.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Check my stats, see if Squamch knows something Zane doesn't.
I mean,
would anyone in your group be able to cast Ascendant or something of the sort?
I have to look at the classes.
Oh my god. Oh, never mind. Beast. Keywords. Darn.
Hmm?
Sorry, I was just trying to find a way that I could find a loophole to make Amatiki also infatuated with Squamch, but I cannot.
No.
That's a little that's a little monk ass.
Yeah. Well, it is a little weird, but also, unfortunate, my guy, you'll get him next time.
Thanks.
If you are looking for someone with sending, a Kotoron does know how to use it.
Kotoron. Birdman. To the front of the caravan.
That dick?
Yep.
He didn't seem that dickish. He just seemed like he had shit to do.
He ignored me when I tried to talk to him.
Well, yeah, you were just
you didn't like say his name or introduce yourself. Or
yeah,
anything. You were
you
just
just
like,
came up to him and said you were fucking with some princess, and he's like, I don't know, princess. Moving on with my day. Fuck you.
Well, you know what? What?
Incredible.
If we don't have anything further to ask, maybe we'll just thank her and move on to the front of the caravan.
Thank you so much for the assistance you gave us back at that.
No, thank you. This has been very helpful information.
She waves y'all by. Alright, so y'all are heading to the front of the caravan?
Yeah, we've been middle, we've been end. We go to the front.
Nice.
We'll talk to Birdbrain.
I believe I will go inspect the dig side and see if there's anything we can find.
I'll go with him.
You're going where now?
We're going to the dig site.
Oh, you're going back into town?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was like, these people are leaving.
Yeah,
Yep.
do you want us to stick with the
That's-
caravan and try to talk to Kotoron to get something to Hecate?
I think that would be good. Yeah, if we can get any guidance from them.
Alright.
Alright,
So Bam and I stick with Kotoron? Or is Bam going?
Hot Rod is wherever Bam is.
I'll go with him. Go to meet that guy.
Kotoron.
Alright, so we have Kotorod, you're Kotorod, you're Kotorod.
I'm not Kotoron. What the fuck? I'm not a bitchy bird.
Nope. Lieutenant Anvil, which way are you going? Squamch, are you going with Artem?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck it, we go with Artem.
Okay.
2.
Huge.
Good to speak with the guy that you speak with. Yes, words English, not Draconic. Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely why I'm doing that.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Alright. We'll do the Kotoron people. What are you guys? Alright. He's up there. He just seems to be surveying as he books.
Cool, I just saw you rebuking
There's
the
a
fan.
map out.
Excuse me, Kotaron, could we ask for a favor, please?
Oh, you again. What do you need?
We've been informed by one of your compatriots that you might possess the ability to cast Sending, and we need to contact those that we work for. That would be
And who do you work for?
the Order of Hecate.
The Order of Hecate. Is there someone in particular you want me to message? Sir?
Is there someone in particular? I don't think I was here for the contact of Hecate Order.
Princess?
Yeah, the Queen maybe? I don't know. Sure. Wait, what do the Queen of Concordia and Order of Hecate have in, like, are they, does Hecate just work
That
with
is her.
Concordia? Okay. Oh, that's
Yeah,
oh,
she's like a witch or whatever.
alright.
Yeah.
The witch. Oh.
Isn't it?
Yeah, Witch
How does
Queen
sending work?
Castamere. Yeah. Yeah,
There you
Is
go.
it a one-way message?
He can respond.
It can respond, yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to send a message to the Witch Queen?
yes.
Okay. And what do you need me to say?
That we've completed the assassination, but there is
we, we took care of that guy. We didn't
Yeah.
find any artifacts. It still might be here, it might not, and there's an army of darkness on the way in, which it's concerning if the artifact still is
That is
here.
more than 25 words, dear. What are you saying? Please speak faster.
Suck my. Mission
Actual
done.
message.
Army approaching. Artifact not found.
I don't think, like, sorry.
Location unknown. Army of darkness.
Astral Disk. Maybe put the name of the artifact. I don't think they know what the
Yeah,
artifact yet.
Astral Disk. On location unknown.
Something He Who Shines.
Is that it?
Where are we at in the word limit?
Girl, I was just not keeping count because that was garbage.
I think that should be enough.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sends it.
I'll also want to show him the note that we had. Be like, so are you sure that the artifact's not here? Because it seems like, King Julius thinks that it is. Which would be very bad.
Yeah,
Hold on
he's
just a second. I'm
pretty
gonna
mad.
have to charge you 10 gold. I have to send another message because she doesn't know who I am.
That's fine.
Sure thing. I'll just fork over 10 gold.
Just so you know, you were only at 8 words.
She just
There's
responds.
no way we were only at 8 words.
She just
No shot.
responds.
Yourself a lot. Okay.
New brain. Who dis?
Yeah.
He seems to send another message. So okay, what was the final thing that you said? What was so you said you were telling what you've done, and then you just messaged the Astral Disk. What else?
Mission done. Army of darkness approaching. Astral Disk. Location unknown.
And then some relations to He Who Shines.
Okay, that's it.
I believe so. Yeah.
So did you have was there a question that you had or nothing?
Guidance.
What do?
Period.
What do? Koi's got away with words in this sentence.
We can also say something about like friendly people or whatever that we met.
Some fucks to Brark.
Brark? Yeah, talk like caravan to Brark or something. Refugee caravan to Brark.
Can I pause for a second? Interesting. She says if you would like, you can come and help us. There is a teleportation circle in Brock. They could also take you back if you'd like. If not, you apparently have a way to go back there on your own accord. and you can do that as well.
Okay. Well, I'm convinced. I'm down to go to Brark. If there's a
Yeah.
teleportation circle in Brark, that would kind of imply there's like associations with each other.
Yeah,
They
then,
can connect. They can connect them.
Yeah.
Yeah, just sprint back into the dig site.
I mean,
and...
I just mean like, generally you don't have teleportation circles to your fucking enemies linked
No,
up.
That's true.
this is true.
I've connected the teleportation circles.
Well, actually,
I
how
haven't
fucking
connected shit.
how
I've
did the
connected
celestial
them.
terrorists show up? Did they teleport in? And
That is a bagger way to have an ambush. Just infinite armies appear.
Jake did that to us once. I think he had our teleportation circle.
The
Fuck.
enemy is teleported, and then they attack us
But
after a few hours of talking to us.
I'll give the man his 10 gold. And I guess we're just running back to the folks at dig site.
So while you guys were doing that, they were at the dig site. What are you guys looking at for in the dig site?
I'm just gonna kind of survey how things were going. If there's any suspicious things at the bottom of the pit.
Any suspicious things? I mean, there was a corpse of a slave there. I forgot to kill one.
Sad face.
There any
Maybe.
things that look like they're rubble of old cities or buildings or anything?
Nothing like that, unfortunately.
Did the goblins
This
leave
looks-
anything cool behind?
There's a bell.
They did leave a bell,
Did
yeah.
steal the bell.
Oh. Is it a magical bell?
No, it's a bell.
Yeah, it can alert other people of your location.
Wow.
Magic if you believe.
Actually, you know what though? I'm gonna pick it up in case we get separated again.
Yeah, it's like they have guns, you have bells, same shit.
Yeah, it's
Well, I suppose unless we were to start excavating ourselves, there's nothing more here for us to do. Simply pray they do not find it.
Yeah, I mean, so no matter what checks we would try to run, we just don't see anything. Is that what you're saying, God?
What are you saying to me?
Sorry, I'm asking.
If there were things to find, he would have had us make checks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was there only one dig site in the entire town? Like, are they pretty certain that it was just right here, or are they just digging randomly?
There was multiple quarries.
Okay.
Well, that's right.
No, we'd probably pop around a couple of them.
Yep. Same thing.
We-
Most of them.
Yeah, I mean, if we just straight up found nothing in any. That's not much else we can do.
Well, the good news is unless they have better information, they're unlikely to be quick digging. Perhaps Hecate can do something about it in the meantime.
Yeah.
Well, shall we return to the caravan?
That makes sense to me.
By the way, Anvil, it's very bright out here. Do you suppose you could make me some sort of umbrella? Thank you. I think.
Yo, Karen, you need a gun that just shoots out into an umbrella.
That'd be sick.
It's like, say your final prayers, and then it's like instead of bang, it's just a whole umbrella. That's so good.
That'd be amazing.
Huge.
Pocket and it reloads the umbrella inside.
It appears that
Bullets.
he's hopefully made me an umbrella.
Yeah, he's made it's rather a simple umbrella. It's nothing too crazy. Just a very simple umbrella.
Hell
You
yeah.
know, 23, simple umbrella.
Simple umbrella. I
Sit
mean,
at
you're
the
making this on
commoner's
the
umbrella.
you're like
Well,
making this on the go, Theo. If you were sitting down, I'd be like,
It-
yeah, this is
It's
the
a
greatest thing he's
13
ever
plus
made.
10. I mean, it
You
seems
can make it
bloody-
while we're poking around one of the corners.
That's true. Okay, while you guys are making, he makes you a very decent sized umbrella.
Out of rocks.
Oh my god. With like a little gun on the handle. It's just
A
he's
little
carved it like
decorative gun.
yeah, like what is that? Like the little like chains on like the Valorant guns, the buddies.
Other buddies, yeah.
Yeah, like one of those. And it's like gun.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
Wow. Wow, thank you very much. Sun was very uncomfortable today.
Sounded like he said, "I love you."
I think
Yeah,
you
no
said no
problem.
problem. I'm pretty sure it was no problem.
I heard, "I love you," and I'm like, incredible. All right, so you guys finish up. You guys are walking back towards the caravan, and you'll meet up with the other 3 goons.
Well, the good news is there doesn't appear to be any sign that they were getting close or that they even knew exactly where it was. Were you able to
Yeah.
find anything out?
What's her name?
Yeah, we sent a
Castamere.
message back to
Which king?
Queen Castamera.
And
She
what
said
did she have to say?
She said that if we wish to go with the caravan, there's a teleportation circle back to Concordia in Brark.
Ah,
Or we can go on our own accord if we want.
and she is not concerned about the approaching army. Did you
What did she
mention
say
the
about that?
Astral Disk?
Yes, we
Yes.
told her about the disc and the army.
Ah, right. Well, I shall defer to her wisdom. Shall we head onwards to Brack then?
I see no issue.
Yes.
To the caravan.
Seems like the caravan is ready on their way out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I imagine they can only move so fast with so many people.
Yeah, I figure that'd probably be pretty easy to
Yeah,
catch up
I just
to.
mean, the caravan's on their way out, so let's go.
They're not.
as
Yeah,
well.
they're not like they're not outpacing you.
Yeah. This group
Yeah,
of
they have
100
dwarves.
refugees.
Can you imagine?
The only thing worse than a dwarf is a goblin. Am I right, fellas? Looks around the room
Damn
awkwardly.
straight.
Man,
Hot
big
wad.
high five.
Damn, it's like Lumpy's here.
They're lucky I also do not like goblins.
Too busy sulking about Amatiti.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys, so you guys informing them that you guys are joining their little caravan?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
They're pleased to have you.
Something. The pleasure is ours.
Something. Um. So the first day, you guys kind of were traveling like out, like in the kind of afternoon. So camp is set up not too far out. So is there anything? I mean, we can set up watches if you'd like. I will tell you now that nothing interesting will happen. But if there's something you'd like to talk about at this moment, you can let me know.
I'm kind of down to just move things along to see if we can get the dead people back to living people in New Britain.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, also, can I retcon that I picked up Corthus's book? I want that as well.
Yeah.
Because it was like left in a bush somewhere or whatever. Not with his body.
That's
it
in a
was like-
shrubbery.
Yeah, it was
left
placed next to a tree.
inside the bag of holding.
Is it?
Stick 2 bags of holdings. What happens if you put one in the other?
Oh, do it and
Boom.
make sure everyone's standing real close.
Well, we should have done that to the Hydra. by the sound of
Oh,
it.
true.
It's too lit.
I would have lost all my. Clockwork.
I would have
Oh,
lost my
no.
34 pieces of paper.
Instead
Bro,
of
I
your
still-
Yeah,
worthless life, you
in
would have
the
lost all that
bag.
precious clockwork.
Well, look at this. I'm dead, but the clockwork lives on.
True. All right. All right. So
The
you guys,
Monster Hunter farming strat returns.
Go. Party income.
Yeah, we'll see if we can build like a robot brother for your fucking orphan sister. Out of all that clockwork.
It's all
surprise.
clockwork. I bet we can.
Oh my god, no.
We even have another like artificer right there.
Sire Cat 2.
It's
So-
gonna be tough to make a brother because that implies siblings, which implies childhood.
Oh. Yeah, but it's a robot, so he's
As
already an adult.
opposed to other living people, which do not imply childhood.
Yeah.
Because like they just appeared in your life.
Interesting. Anyway, anybody keeping a lookout?
Yo, what up?
Yeah, probably. When? Where are we?
You guys have headed out. It's the second day.
In some camp.
This is not. I mean, you guys said we were moving along, so we didn't have. We
Yeah.
skipped watches. We're moving
Yeah.
out. It's
Yo!
I'm pretty exhausted, so just schlep.
Oh, you. I mean, well, you just rested, so you do have a. You're down to 2.
Fucking A. Do. The button goes here. Disadvantage is fake.
For the most part.
Just
Y'all
roll
are
the
fine.
same number
Y'all
twice.
managed to keep.
Yo, Hot Rod sees more than them.
He noticed.
He's got a lot going on in his mind right now. It's a fucking mess. A swirl of emotions.
Damn, Hot Rod just beat Artem and. Damn.
Yo,
Hot Rod's
Swamp, you gonna join the club of being beaten by Hot Rod?
I'm scared, dude. To be
Can he
honest.
do it?
Let me find the right button. Oh!
Oh
No,
shit!
he's not.
Get absolutely fucked on.
Alright.
Absolutely nailed on.
Yo, Anvil, fuck it, just once? Beat by Hot Rod?
Anyway.
Oh, wait, yes or no?
So you guys travel throughout the day, and around midday. We'll cut off to somewhere else.
Yeah.
We're gonna cut
Somewhere
off
else, huh?
to somewhere else. Yep. I feel like I'm gonna pronounce. I know
Wait,
you
I
told me
feel
how
a
to.
cutscene coming on.
It is a cutscene.
A bunch of
I'm
party
not-
members are literally gonna fall from the sky. Does anyone have featherfall prep?
Oh my god, they have amnesia. No.
No.
Is it Maeve or Maeve?
Yeah, it's me.
Maeve. I got it right the first time, babe. Yeah.
Maeve.
You think Ham's gonna name a character like Maeve? What? Hello?
Maeve makes sense. Just don't like put an E on like
All right, Maeve.
pronunciation.
You.
This is the mind behind the Dungor Council. Come on. Stop slandering
Yes,
him,
sir.
Chase.
I got Hector, the druid man.
Oh my god.
Maeve.
Yeah, I'm saying Maeve's like, it's too much.
Too pretentious.
Super
Maeve
Texas. All right,
is,
babe.
like, these-
You are enjoying a very nice day. Fishing.
Let's go. Let's go.
As you usually do. And you are about to reel in a real nice fish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You were. Until you're
Aw.
startled.
By what?
God.
By the sound of a gunshot off in the distance.
What? That's strange.
And then you see a bird fall from the sky.
And you see a bird fall from the sky.
Double strange.
And to follow it up, you hear what sounds like a large crowd of people moving through the forest.
Oh my god.
This is where Ham could be a legend. Just go, well, I almost caught a fish, so I just gonna go back.
Go back to fishing, baby.
Actually, how close is the fish?
The
Like-
fish is swam away.
Yeah, it's gone.
Is it within 60 feet?
I mean, you can't tell. Do you need to see it, or you just need to know that it's within 60 feet?
Like, did it look like it was really close to coming, like, to the shore, or no? Did I lose it not close to shore?
Like it was all. You almost had it up. You almost had it
Oh,
up.
I'm fucking jumping after it, swimming after it. It's 60 feet dash. Go. I'm not losing that. You said it was a nice fish.
This is a great character introduction where Ham has to 1v1 a fish. If he loses the 1v1, he's not allowed into the party.
Is it
We
sleight of,
recruit the fish instead.
sleight of hand is only for like trickery of the hands, right? It's not like for like catching
It's
stuff.
for like pickpocketing stuff, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Then you're just gonna have to roll me flat, like flat decks to see if you're able to catch this fish. That's actually pretty good. Yeah,
And
that's actually
I can breathe it and swim in it perfectly fine.
in the fish.
No, the water.
Fucking Steely.
He's breathing in fish.
You managed to catch the fish easily. You know your
All
skills.
right.
Your skills as a fisherman do precede you. You caught a fish.
And then I smack it on the back of the head, and then I walk to the noise.
Bro, he's literally Gollum.
All right.
Next thing he's gonna say is he enjoys the fish raw and wriggling.
So as you peer through the forest, I'm sure. Are you like walking out, or are you like kind of stealthily going up?
I'm just walking out with my fisherman clothes, with my pole and the fish in the other hand.
Right.
I want you to paint me a picture. What do these fisherman clothes look like?
I got those really big boots. They're like really up the legs.
That's it.
Like,
And I got overalls. I got a really faded shirt on.
This is a great picture.
But I
Looks
have no
pretty good,
hat.
actually, yeah.
no
My
hat.
horns. Yeah. No, I don't need it. I can just jump in the water if I get too hot.
Advanced technique.
Where would
got
you
my-
say you're from?
I got my.
Exactly.
You had the name of a race.
I got black horns that are curled backward. Gray
Yeah.
skin.
All right.
And horns and gray skin.
I may resemble a devilish type thing. So it.
Oh.
Will my knowledge of
Foreigner.
abyssal languages finally?
Look at that. I've already been invited.
Theo is so OP when it comes to introducing party members, though.
Yep.
Theo is so OP.
My favorite was definitely the time when you guys were talking to Lumpy's
volley
character
bear?
at one time.
The
And,
volley bear,
and
yeah.
as you guys talk, if the other students, you guys goes, "Come, random person, join us."
All right. Maeve, in front of you, there is a procession of people walking, all in the same direction.
Oh man.
And of course, there are main characters that look different from just the generic character.
Whoa, their hairstyles are crazy.
Man, everyone else is just drawn in gray, but these guys are full color. What's going on?
Hold up.
And you see like the same like woman pass by 3 different times as the people get reused. Oh god. So Squamch, Doob Talk,
Yo.
Lieutenant Anvil, you guys are the 3 that will notice them. You guys happen to be walking together, and you will notice this man.
Do we notice him like having dove into the lake or river or whatever?
Nope, there's just this man. He's wet and he's holding a fish.
Pleasuring himself with the fish.
I'd be very intrigued, and I'd walk over to him like, "You just catch this
There
fine
he
here
is.
fish?"
I sure did.
Yes.
Anyone hands
Yeah.
them?
New.
Hold up. Oh, dude, he looks badass.
Where's
It's
the
a huge
fish?
book.
Yeah. Well, just replace the book with a fish.
Or even better, replace the glowing energy with a fish.
Big
Or
fan.
put the picture of a fish on the book.
Yes.
Oh, he has a fish bookmark. That's what it is. Keeps his place with the fish.
Yo, the fish mark.
The fish mark.
Pending.
Uh,
Oh shit, there he is. Oh no, now he's just up here on the map.
Oh my god. All right.
I have to find and destroy my two practically invisible marks.
That day, a giant fish fell from the sky and crushed the settlement of Celester.
We win. Campaign over. We got the fish ending.
yes. Yes. You there?
Well, may I ask what you're doing fishing out here? Right, what seems to be in the middle
Seems
of.
like a perfectly good day to fish, doesn't it?
It does, honestly. I'm in agreement. But
It almost got away from me, but I wouldn't let it.
But why here?
But why not? There's water over there and fish. See?
Well, there's an army
is-
that's going
he
to be
makes a
passing through this
compelling
way
argument.
soon.
No
well, the
way.
army is going after the town. It's not after these fish.
Triangle.
What do they want? A fish monopoly?
Army's
I
got to
don't-
eat somehow.
This is true.
Have the rest of us noticed this?
Yeah, anybody else who wants to see them talking over to?
The fishman with horns.
Yeah, the fisherman with horns.
I don't understand this man.
No, he's a horn man with fish.
Oh, horn man with fish.
Not fish man.
Okay.
What's to not understand? There's fish in the
You catch
water,
him?
and you just catch them.
Sorry, quick
Fair
pause.
enough.
You literally right now, you're just talking as my cousin, and it's weird.
Damn, your cousin really likes fish.
That's all he does.
I thought you were talking about the voice, not the
So did
face.
I. That's why.
Yeah, well,
Oh wow!
The voice and the words, everything. That's my
Oh.
cousin.
Yo, you
man.
made Zane's cousin as a character.
And I'm just like, what the fuck
Here's
is going
where
on?
Zane reveals that his cousin's name is Maive.
Spelled about as just kidding. It's great spelling. I'm sorry. Carry on.
What was I gonna say? Oh, any good fisherman has a good fishing tale. Do you care to share yours, goods?
Perhaps
Oh,
we
I
should
don't know.
introduce ourselves first, no?
I don't really know you
He has a
much, do
fish,
I?
Artem.
So, do I go first? I guess I should. I got a fish.
Yeah.
The name's Nave.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure
Is
to
it-
meet you.
Is it
Name's
spelled like
Artem.
Maive?
This here's Andromark.
Oh wow! Is he okay?
He's dead,
What's
but
up
he's
with his
fine.
hands? Why are they so pointy?
They were made that way. Sculpted.
That's incredible. That's really good for fishing.
Doesn't need a spear for spear fishing. He's too good.
I imagine he would be. But
Yeah, it seemed like he just
enough
fished
about
you
me.
out of the water not too long ago, huh?
This just proves that Andromark is the main protagonist.
But the rest of y'all should introduce yourselves.
I'm Duke Duck.
Nice to meet you.
I'm
Bam,
square.
friend. Stand my hand
Oh
out.
wow! Nice to meet you, Bam.
Likewise.
I see no love for the cousin. Me either.
What?
What?
It's nice to meet you also. Yeah.
Hot wad.
I'm gonna wait to see if Pam would hot wad himself.
Oh god. Maeve is gonna be the end of me.
Yeah?
Maive.
Okay.
We're just forcibly renaming Ham's character. Actually, I think you'll find it's my eBay.
Who's this little guy?
If you're pointing
Are
with
you
it,
That
referring
is
to
he is
Lieutenant
Cole?
Anvil Hulk.
Oh, he's got a gun.
Yeah, he
That he
doesn't
does.
talk much.
Yeah, you better watch out for that thing. It'll go off from time to time.
Don't
I'll
fart
rub
near
my
him.
side.
Well, that's no good. Why don't you shoot your friends there, little guy?
I don't believe you can understand you.
Oh, that's what?
What?
As it
Did no one
happens,
teach him common?
It's got a hair trigger, that thing.
as far as we can tell, it speaks Draconic only.
Oh, that's a shame.
indeed.
In
You
Draconic,
wouldn't
this here is my eBay.
have to be there.
Oh god. I really love how funny this mental image is to me where his character walks up, sees the party, and then behind them there's just a horse with 3 corpses on it.
Oh, I
No,
forgot
no, I
about
put the
that.
bodies in the
They're in the
bag
bag of holding.
Oh, they're in the back. Okay.
Yeah.
to keep them fresh. You know, when I have an open
Yeah,
casket.
Yeah, keep them fresh so we can eat them later.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yes.
And you know when I have alone time.
Well, if we
Oh,
don't get around to
Jesus.
burying them, I might raise one of them.
Yo, true.
Well, they must be pretty strong, eh? Adventure corpses.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Which one you raising?
Yeah, that's a good question. Is the thing because I'd like none of them. I feel like a lot of their mental stats are like the cool part.
Yeah, well, so my physical stats sucked. I got decent con.
You just gotta wait for Hot Rod to kick the bucket.
It's true. He's already halfway there to being a zombie.
Oh, Rod.
Wow, he's functioning at 100%.
He gets more like he gets more intelligence.
That's like 110%.
He's shifting into maximum overdrive.
Oh my god.
So, you guys said an army is coming this way.
Yeah. But I'm pretty
This
sure they won't
caravan's
kill
escaping.
anyone. Might wanna
Guess I should
come
move out of the way then, huh?
I would recommend that.
Mind if I
You're
tag
welcome to
along
come
with
with
you?
us.
Oh, that's fantastic.
We're headed towards Brack.
Wow. I've
How
never
much do we
been
know
there.
about Brack? Or Brack? Do we know it's a coastal town? Because I will attempt to invite Maeve with fish. Or Blake.
Well, there's that lake right there next to it. If that
Yeah.
helps.
If we know that exists, I will attempt to.
Oh, that's
invite.
smart. Yeah.
I imagine we know roughly where it is.
God, are you there?
Of what? You're going know the location of what?
Brack.
Brack.
Yes.
Brack. We know has lake.
It does have lake.
Yes.
So let me tell you about this little area here, okay? So at some point I gotta move y'all's. God fuck dicks. Okay. Around say-ish this area. I like this area, kind of this area. It's a little more this way. Is like desert. This will be desert. And then it kind of turns into like an oasis, little tropical area down here.
No.
So you will have to be
Well,
going
I've
to the
never
desert.
been to a desert.
We just won't tell Maeve about the desert and lack of water fish. He'll have
Oh,
to
what
find
about
that
land?
out the hard way.
Land sharks? Land sharks.
Land sharks? Lit?
Rexite?
Well, there's
Rek'Sai?
What?
Lurk.
I've heard he's a good jungler.
Cheat.
Yeah, don't care.
Excuse you.
Hey, Maeve's tagging along. It's lit.
Believe it or
Ready to
not,
go on our merry way?
I've seen Bam before.
Where are you
Really?
from?
Yeah, he's probably never really recognized me though.
How do I know you,
I-
friend?
I'm from your village. I just hide.
Oh,
The village of Bam.
I see. Yes, I don't remember many fellows like you looking and running around back at home.
Yeah, no one else had horns like me, so I hid.
Right.
That's understandable.
I can understand how some people might feel uncomfortable
Yeah,
with that.
my parents didn't even have horns. That was weird, but that was okay.
What are your parents, if you don't mind me asking? If they don't
Oh,
have hair?
but they're turtles.
I'm sorry, what?
Wait,
They're turtles. They're really big humanoid turtles.
Yo, Bam, were there turtles at your village? Or is this guy just...
I don't remember too many of those folk running around either.
Really? You never saw my mom and dad?
Bam, you would maybe have heard of like a story once or twice.
I didn't get out much out of my little corner of the world,
Oh,
of the woods.
well, it's nice to see you again.
Indeed, I'm sorry I don't remember you.
Well, that's
Yay!
okay.
Welcome back, Theo.
It'll be nice to have someone to talk about home with.
Yeah.
Lord knows I could use some of that right now.
Oh, why is that?
Some friendly memories of better times.
Oh. Sorry for whatever's making you sad.
Kind of like bring my hand down the pouch by my side absentmindedly. Yeah.
Well, I guess we're off. Look at those people just walking. Look at them go.
Keep walking.
Can't believe there's so many.
How was that?
Must
Was
really
that
be
like
an
party
army.
gate noise?
Yep.
My
The
dog
fuck
thinks
koi
that there's
is
something wrong with me. She just thinks something's wrong with me. She's not leaving me alone. Ah! I'm okay.
Not okay.
Ah!
Great. All right, we move on.
You're not gonna be okay from the sounds of it.
Sandy, please. Stop.
Demands hot dog time.
That happened 3 hours ago.
No.
Does anyone else join us in this time?
Maybe on day 3.
Maybe on day
Ooh.
3.
Yeah.
Just
gonna keep adding
We're
them in.
grinding.
All right. So anyway, so the day goes on. So, for this night, I do need you guys to pick watches and
I'll do that.
pick watches and stuff.
What's this? What are you rolling?
Well, you don't have to roll. You can pick.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You gotta make a path.
I'm missing somebody. Where's Lieutenant Anvil? Did he get deleted?
He's right next to Maeve.
There he is.
Um,
So Lieutenant Anvil. Bam.
I don't know.
Alright, apparently the edge of the land wasn't far enough. We must go into the ghost.
I'll go with Andromach.
Artem can go fuck himself. Artem can go.
Hey, I
absolutely-
already hugged Artem once.
I mean,
You
Andrew
know.
Hawk's awake for all of them, isn't he?
I have no idea.
That
I
is
think-
true, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
you can go to
Jedi.
anyone and he'll be there.
We no longer have a obscene amount of people because we don't have multiple undead plus draggy plus needle. Just awake on every watch.
I know.
Oh
so
no,
that's-
I just realized the pair that is over here.
What happened to Theo's cat thing?
No, this is
What do you
optimal. This
mean?
is
I'm just
hilarious.
gonna RP with myself.
Alright. So they will go. God.
I'm gonna die of laughter during this.
Let's see. You get. Oh God. So you guys get that. You guys.
Give me a cat girl or I'm
We low rolled. We
I'm getting
low rolled.
threatened. I'm being threatened. All right, you'll get these two,
Yes.
and she'll go there.
Look, we haven't talked to the third one, have we? Or the fourth one, have we?
No, we
Oh,
haven't
yes,
seen them.
spoken to her. Actually, it would make more sense. No, she'll go over here. Actually, you guys can have cat girl by yourself. Here you go. Perfect. All right. Watch one. Roll. Go to bed. You're
No.
sleeping.
I know.
Josh is so excited he wants to be watch 2 right now.
Yeah, Bam's just not doing it.
Yeah, no, Bam's not. He's not having a good one.
Mental still in shambles.
Yeah.
Some might even say that he's exhausted.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Unlucky.
I think he just has depression, actually.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck.
Get it, Anvil? Are you keeping an eye out, or?
He's just like, he's looking for someone to shoot. Oh shit, it's time? Wait, if we just swap the numbers of the second half, it's lit. You and I would have rolled the same.
Damn.
Bat makes it into my sight alive.
All right.
Nobody's able to get a long rest because it's just a gunshot every 5 minutes.
Wake up, there's literally like a wall of animals in the ring around.
One of them feebly tries to crawl away. Another death.
Another notch on the gun.
Not gonna be any gun left after the night.
Another gun for the notch. Chiz.
I feel like Lieutenant Anvil probably really enjoys eating eggs. And think about that. That's like food and you're preventing children from ever existing.
You know.
Incredible.
You're onto something there. Does caviar fall under that too then? 'Cause that's
Excuse me.
Probably, yeah.
Lieutenant Anvil has expensive tastes.
Well, does he have knowledge of fish reproductive systems? Does he know that they're not fertilized?
Nope.
Did they teach him that in the army?
He doesn't care. It's about sending a message.
Principle.
He always eats caviar in front of a lake.
The fish are just watching it hard.
Psychopath.
I know this is a desert, but I can't help but see like a duck looking away.
Yeah, no,
Hey, listen, they spent all the graphics budget on upgrading the danger forest.
Oh, I thought that this was its eye.
Yeah,
and the
no,
other one's not
Regal
seen.
saw it. I saw it. The
Yeah.
eyes right there, and he's looking like off into the
Off
distance.
into the distance. Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, I can see that.
What does he see that
Or
we
is it a
don't?
bunny rabbit or a duck?
I think it's a duck.
He sees
It's a tiger.
Ragmar.
Oh my god, he sees Rogmar in the
He's
distance.
huge.
Right. Is that first watch?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, first watch has depression or can't talk because they only know Draconic.
All right.
And I'm not speaking to Birdman, so fuck that guy.
All right. Second watch. You're up.
Here comes the singing.
It is forbidden.
It's absolutely doomed.
She's like, oh no.
This is like I could have been anywhere but here.
She passes the perception check to know that to realize that Squamshy's eyeing her up extremely uncomfortably.
Bro, she needed that one to get that.
I can tell, and I'm
like,
asleep right now.
Squam's just like drooling.
It's like, so you like being alive?
Yes.
That's what I
Do
think.
you not?
Ask her about yipping.
No. So part of the reason I left my village when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
Put him out of his
Enter-
misery, Artem.
Intermock just stabs him in the chest.
I left because some of the other kids were getting into this thing, and I hope you haven't heard of it, but maybe. They'd call it, what was it, yapping? Yapping?
Y'all ever watch Pokemon whenever Brock would get like slam dunked by some
Yeah.
supporting character? Where's the crow guy? I just need Andromach to just stab this man, knock him out, take him out.
I like the idea that Artem is like looking out and just slowly turns, like just watching this, like, uh-oh.
Like, so anyway, you do that? Or is this all,
Ma'am,
Well-
do you yeah?
I do not understand what you are talking about, I must be honest.
Let me ask in a different way. Maybe a way you might be more likely to hurt me.
Why do you want me to hurt you?
That's for me to know and for you to find out. So,
Is there a place in mind to resettle these refugees in Bragg?
What was the question? I couldn't hear you.
Is there a place in mind to resettle these refugees in Bragg?
Ah, she seems relieved.
I'm gonna just like seethe in the corner, just be like, "How dare you!"
I give her a little wink, but I also, just kind of look.
Bragg has been expanding in the past years, and there are many, many homes. I'm sure that some of them will have to have temporary housing for them, but we will be quick to build more for them.
Yes. There are many quarries for them to work in. Unpaid, of course.
Well, that's a relief. And supplies are taken care of. I know many places are short on food and water and the like.
We are very grateful that our oasis can provide for us.
Well, I'll be pleased to visit. I've never been to this part of the continent before.
It is a very unique place. I will say that the land itself has magic. A way with some land some land features that you cannot see anywhere else.
The chairs.
Well, there are some ancient ruins that move throughout the deserts. I
Well.
would love to explore one day, but alas, they keep escaping me.
They travel quite swiftly.
They appear for 1 second and disappear in the next.
Ah. Well, perhaps all you need is a method of traveling quickly.
That could work. That could work.
or some way of predicting their movements.
I have tried to see if there is a pattern. I have Coteron to help me, but he does not care too much about the pyramids.
Well, that's a shame.
What about you, friend? What brings you to this part of the world?
Well, we had heard that that town was something of a slave town, and well, we'd come to resolve that, take care of the man in charge, and heard there may be some powerful artifacts in the area as well.
I see.
I almost died.
You almost died. I did see that you lost some friends on this journey.
That's my fault.
We're losing. You can hear the hearts just dropping.
I killed them myself, actually.
Amatiki will remember that.
-5.
They love me too much. I begged them not to. Just kidding. I wanted. Wait, no.
Okay, Bob.
What's
Gonna hide behind
if you
Andromache
don't mind me
now.
asking?
What did you say?
Who?
What killed them?
It was Hydra, I believe.
She seems quite shocked at this. You all fought the Hydra.
Well,
Someone who was there at the session insert some dialogue.
Yeah.
Yes, we sure
Oh,
did
no.
fight the Hydra. It had acid blood,
Uh-huh.
and it would explode in poison. It was a very fearsome enemy. Quote
It
Artem.
grabbed our friend, and
I couldn't
our
even
friend
tell that
squanched it.
Artem wasn't speaking. I thought that was him. Oh my goodness. Damn. Listen. If this was a worse campaign, I'd give you all inspiration.
Instead, you'll just give us a level.
Maybe. Yeah. Anyway, you'll talk about the Hydra. Insert conversation about Hydra.
Now, has Brack had any trouble with the Mad King's minions?
Not so far. Our place in the world is quite far from
I
him.
suppose it's somewhat naturally defended as well.
As you see, yes, we have the deserts, we have some mountain ranges, and of course the ocean.
But I am glad his reach does not yet extend that far.
We are very grateful, but we, of course, must prepare. Be certain. We must prepare for any uncertain moment in time.
Well, I'm not sure how long we'll be in the area, but I'm sure after we're gone, you can always count on the witches as an ally in the world.
We would pleased to have allies in this world. As many as we can find against a common enemy. And we are more than
Indeed.
happy to have you all on this long trek back to Brock.
Indeed. The roads are dangerous.
Aye.
We'd best keep an eye out.
Yeah, I wish your friend would keep more of an eye out. He seems to be only looking in my direction instead of looking around.
Perhaps we'd best set up a patrol.
Yes, so like what set up a patrol, like go out and start just walking around the caravan?
Yeah, just walk a perimeter instead of sitting 5 feet away from each other.
Sounds
Bro, it's crazy how Artem first cocked Squamch, then was like, let's go on a patrol, just the two of us.
It's like, all right, Squamch, Andromache, y'all go that way.
That's so fucked, man.
Wow.
Straight up cucked him.
Enjoy your time being alive, Artem. You'll be back in the hole where you belong.
Awful.
Oh my god.
Clumps, quick, turn him into a pig.
That's right, baby. I can do that.
Oh my god. Alright. Alright, so you guys go on your you know, go around the perimeter. Seems pretty good. Seems
Cool.
so far all safe.
Excellent.
Square cries himself to sleep. To the end.
Alright, third watch. If there's nothing left to say in second watch, third watch.
Nope. I ran defense. I'm good.
Yeah.
Hello there, ladies. Sure hope you don't mind me joining along your group of people here.
Oh.
I was like, why is he talking like that? Yeah, he just joined. We are more than happy to have you in our group. The more the merrier.
That's fantastic.
Does someone else want to be hot?
Hot one.
No. This duty fell to him.
Okay. Good luck, Ham. He's dying already. He's cracking under the pressure.
He can't do it.
It's
What's
too
my
big of
line
a
again?
roll.
Looks at the cue card.
Hot. Wow. Oh my god.
Be a
Would any of you care for some fish? I still caught this. Didn't get a cook it yet.
It seems like a very good fish, but thank you so much for the offer. I do not think I would like it right now.
Oh, okay.
Nobody rolled perception. We're about to get fucked.
Well,
That's the thing. Where is it?
I'll cook this fish. Hopefully nothing comes to try to take it. And, you guys watch out, around me.
We will keep an eye out. I'm sorry, I did not catch your name. What is your name?
The name's Maeve.
Maeve. It's a pleasure to meet you, Maeve.
It's a pleasure to meet you. What's your name?
Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to find my character sheet. I am Venapri. And this, my little shy friend, is Kiri.
Wow. Incredible to meet you both.
It is our pleasure, although Kiri is very shy.
I'm also shy, so I'm talking. I know it's weird.
Well, we appreciate having you here talking to us.
That's incredible. Now this guy over here, I didn't get to talk too much. Sure hope he's okay.
To have a conversation with themselves. Everybody shut
You,
the fuck up.
sir. What's your name? What? Wow. That's an incredible name. Who gave it to you? I don't know.
No, shut the fuck up. This is an Oscar movie. Shut the fuck up.
Well, I mean, at least you know your name, right? Yeah. What do you do? Ice cream cone.
Good analysis. Good analysis.
This man is so fucking good. Oh my god.
What? Well, that's an interesting job. Never heard of an ice cream cone being a job before. What?
Good fallback. Good fallback.
This is so good. I was just.
Well, I'm glad I got to meet you. Hope we can talk more, later where it's not, awkward. You just, keep a lookout, all right? And I'll cook this fish and you can have some if you want. What? Oh, okay then.
I am
Incredible.
literally
That was
crying.
beautiful.
What the
I
fuck?
was a fan.
I just can't. Theo. Theo.
What's up? Yes, it is being recorded.
I just need that. That's
Yes,
all I
we
need.
are
Cut the whole
submitting it to the
session.
Oscars.
Just cut cut the whole session. I just need that clip. That's all I need. I don't care if I fuck about my session anymore.
Oh,
My heart.
I need that.
God. Oh, God,
Everyone.
my mascara is ruined.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's fucking ruined, dude.
I think we finally surpassed me barking alone in my room.
I don't know, Karn. I don't think that one's being bad.
You know, it's probably a close second.
Karn's talking to his
There's just
dog in
different
character,
feelings.
and Karn just goes, woof, woof, and he goes, ah, yeah, you're right, probably. Alone in his room.
Those are two different feelings, Kyron. The one that you gave me was just this weird, like, manic of like what I feel like drug, like I feel like LSD will give me. Ham just gave me something very emotional, very like close-hearted, is what I felt. He's like, what you did made me feel like stress, anxiety, and a little bit of like.
Vented
I
the
just think
Twilight
of the
Zone.
burglar. I just think of the burglar walking in. That's all I can think about.
It's a running theme because that was always the joke when I was streaming VR games.
Oh
Just
my
comes in from there, Karn's just furiously attacking.
Alright, we didn't get to speedrun the way I wanted to, and that's okay. We're gonna end session there
Hip hop chase.
with the end of the third watch. We got one person in.
Huge.
Was not the speedrun I was hoping for.
Should have been a guard, idiot.
No, I refuse to be a guard.
That's no. It was just an option. They don't. They don't need to do that.
Oh my god.
So we still level up, yeah?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
I mean,
Okay, I'm gonna roll a d20.
Cody,
No,
That's
not a
what
d20.
level we're leveling to. So
No. If I get a 1, you just d-level.
yeah.
No. We're gonna roll. We're gonna
It's only
roll.
fair.
We're gonna roll a d2. Okay.
Okay.
1, you don't level. 2, you level. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We good? Gucci 50-50.
Sure.
sounds good to me.
That's not that one.
Hell.
that wasn't it. That wasn't it. That wasn't it.
Ooh.
Go
Oh, look at
Peter.
that!
It wasn't it.
Woo!
All right, you level.
Good job, Hot Rod. We leveled up.
Shit, I earned that one.
Let's go, Chase. We're nuts.
Hey,
Let's
I'm
go,
going with
baby.
roleplay XP.
Level up
Let's
to
go.
7, right?
Yep.
It should be 8.
Shut the fuck up. I know you're fast like me.
Alright, well, let's just do this ahead of time. Sag.
All right.
Ooh, baby.
Whoops.
Wait, no, that's not how it goes.
Zane.
It's just 8.
What?
So we've leveled up. So are you putting another? You're still leveling up your druid, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So roll a d8 into the chat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
right,
one,
about it.
1 plus whatever your con modifier is. That's how much health you have now, like you gain. So for you, it would be 1 plus 1.
Yeah.
Did you get anything at level 4 aside from the ASI? Surely not, right?
But yeah, you are now level 7. So just make sure you look into that wiki that I had sent you to see
Yeah.
what you would get.
You
But
mean
if you
the
have any questions,
legally
you can
obtained
always-
books?
Yeah,
From
legally
Wizards of
obtained
the
Oh
books.
Coast.
yeah.
If
My
you have any
spell slots
questions,
are
though, you can
4th
always
level now.
always message me, Mr. Zane.
Oh, there it is. Never mind. Okay, yeah.
You can
Got
message
you.
me too. I won't be helpful, but you can message me.
Yeah, you can also message me.
Hold
I'm
on,
down
sorry,
as
I
fuck.
don't have my thing open. Which one are you?
That was
New
Coy
phone?
that spoke first, and then that was Reegle that
I'm
spoke second.
Who it is?
still learning everyone's voices.
Probably tough when we're all doing accents half the time.
I know. So at level
Right.
7th, Squamps, you would learn a new you learn a 4th level spell.
Oh my goodness. You wouldn't believe it. I can learn Dim Door.
Kill him.
think I might change some spells too to be a little more useful.
I think you can do that when you level, right? Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
normally you can take
you can
one.
prep at like long rest.
Bro, he's a druid. He has got his
Oh,
full
oh,
spells.
yeah,
He's
okay.
got them all,
Yeah,
all
never
the time.
He's got them all the time. He's just
You just
whatever
gotta choose which
prepares.
one's prepared.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bugger.
Buggy puggies.
I need to take some notes from Reegle one of these days. Looking at his sheet was insane.
Huh? Why are we looking at my sheet?
When I was
gave
in
him the
control of
character.
your character.
How to
Oh.
druid.
Yeah.
I
Wait.
don't.
I will say this about Reegle. He's a little sick in the head.
Okay. That is true in most situations, but I don't know what you're
does
talking about
Reegle's
right here.
sheet look like?
My sheet looks. I think you might just be talking about the fact that I have all the spells there just so I can swap between them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did that because
Wait, why
Leo
wouldn't
said-
you do that?
Yeah, it just sounds like something that you want to do,
I'm a
especially in
noob.
Druid.
Yeah, like you can like just put them all in your list and then just like click on the circle to say like which one you have prepared.
I'm sorry. Hold on. There's a circle.
There's like a little
fucking
Yeah,
lot.
the little
Yeah.
circle next to them, you can just click it and it becomes red. And
I
it's like
feel
I have
dumb
this
as
ready.
fuck.
so you can just like ready them all up ahead of time and then just prepare the ones like you want for each after each rest.
Mm-hmm.
Like however many that you can do at a time. Like
Yeah.
instead of having to like look up your spells like every single time. You can just have them already.
That's wow. I know what I'll be doing some of tomorrow. All right. Sick. Thanks, guys.
Knowledge is power.
It is.
So
Okay,
what's
let's
wisdom
check.
water plus Druid level?
I feel like all these stuff.
Draconic
What's the
transformation.
power?
Does that mean for an hour a day I could talk to Anvil?
He's not an animal.
No. Because
Comprehend language.
draconic transformation.
Oh.
It looks like the answer is no. I would be physically a dragon, and that is it.
Wait, so are we wrapping up the session here?
Yes.
Okay, I'm dip out. Pretty tired here.
Peace.
All right. Good night.
All right. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for hosting, Leo. So happy you made it to the end, Kyron.
Thank you.
We lost one other soldier though. Anyways, so long.
See ya.
Wowzers.
Once again, Ham, fucking amazing.
Yeah, we like Ham.
Great. Huh?
We like Ham, except for when we don't and hate him. But that's not often. It's a very rare occurrence.
It's just a great experience in the end there.
Oh, I have to pop my period again. Game sucks.
In as the foreshadow or spoiler alert rather, I'm planning on the next day to beg everyone to help me get over Catgirl so that she will not corrupt my conversation anymore.
Yeah. Give it up after a single day.
Hey, it's been 2 days, remember?
Oh, true.
Yeah, no. I think we're on the third day now.
Maeve will fill you with confidence.
Oh wait, no. I think there's shit happening, right? Yeah.
You can either give up now or you can watch as you get cucked by others.
I'm already annoyed by how weird Squamsh is being versus how weird he was before. And I'm like, I don't like it.
I'm just scared.
Let me
Makes
see.
sense.
I'm scared to get hurt again.
Okay, what again?
What? Oh, I said I'm so scared I'm gonna get hurt again.